Hey, how's it going? Hey everybody, what's up? It's iCkEdMeL. Um, we're gonna be talking about this interview that I did today. I'm a little bit discombobulated. Hey,
What?
how's
Oh,
it
I'm playing in the
going?
background. Oh my god, it's so trippy.
Okay, I got it. Rachel, what's up, Carol? Um, Lisa, welcome. If you haven't heard of this story, I'm gonna take you through a little bit of the synopsis. I want to give a little bit of time for people to kind of warm up, get in here. Uh, I interviewed the grandmother of one of the children that Vennie has, which is the father of Italia. And I was kind of from the last live stream that we did. If you guys missed out on it, um, people were wondering about the other side. I tried to reach out to the mother, she didn't respond, and so somebody reached out to me. So let me just let it warm up here a little bit. Make sure we're on Facebook. Okay, make sure YouTube's on. I'm a little bit early today. I was wondering if I should have gave it a little bit more time. Make sure you guys can hear me good too. Kay, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. I was so annoyed too, like trying to set this, like the lighting is just so weird in here. Like, I don't know, I should make it brighter. I look so like yellow. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. But then my face is like just shining. What's up, Jason? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Shirley, Anan, Stephanie. You can hear me good? All right, awesome. Yesterday, man, what happened yesterday too, while we let people join in, I was supposed to interview this person with Breasia, the girl that we covered the other night, and the non-biological father. He reached out to me. He's if for the people that joined, it was a really good live stream. So if you missed out on it, go check it out. I'm working. I have a 1 hour version of that video, but he reached out to me and we had kind of like I told him I needed an hour, and the hour came and I was ready, and then he didn't reply. And then later on he replied and I was out and I was like, give me 5 minutes. I came back and nothing, no reply, no answer. Even since today, no answer. So that didn't work out, unfortunately. Maybe he'll come around though. Let's see here. So weirded out. I don't know what's going on tonight. Too much going on, man. I've had a bunch of people messaging me, emails, stories, some message on Facebook too of somebody telling me that I ignored them months ago, and I was like, when? Where did you message me? They didn't want to reply, and then they started sending me all these videos. The person was like beat up. There was blood. I was like, what the hell? Like, if you wouldn't believe my inbox sometimes, I'm just kind of like, what? So I don't know. But Italia Graham, 5 years old. I have a couple of news clips to play for you guys. As you might know, she was shot August 6th. They say by a stray bullet. She was at the mother's house. They had a family party earlier. And there's a bunch of weird, different, interesting things like the GoFundMe, which I'm going to play the interview, but there is a couple of GoFundMe set up. And there was a whole thing going on with the GoFundMe situation. Let me just show you real quick too. Let me put it over here for you guys. I feel like it looks so yellow and orange. Yo, what is wrong with me? Why am I orange? Is that natural? It doesn't look natural to me. I don't know. Yeah, even my shirt. I gotta fix that. We're gonna fix that, man. We're gonna get this together. Evelyn, what's up? Welcome. Trishella, I'm a mess. I'm a mess right now. That's all right. And the computer's been acting up too. I don't know what to do about this computer. I mean, I've got all new video card was like $600. It's all acting up. It doesn't even want to open. Alrighty. I fix that here. But these are the GoFundMe. So this one here was for the mother. Supposedly the mother opened this one up. It was by Corey Davis on behalf of Veronica Graham. That's the mother. Okay. Then we have Vennie here, which he spoke about on the video that we did. And he had this GoFundMe here too, which is $7,400, right? And then we have this person that I spoke to on the phone today. Let me know about a new GoFundMe. And this is for the headstone, which Vennie has spoke about. So this is $3,000. Okay. Some of the points of contention that we have here is that the mother stated that supposedly he didn't contribute anything. Vennie stated that he contributed half. She stated nothing, right? And there's posts, which we're going to get to, where she shows the receipt for the funeral services. So you should get a new collection for equipment. A lot of this stuff is new. I don't know what's going on. A lot of this stuff is new. So let's start out with this. Let me play you a little news. Oh, no. I forgot I was supposed to do this. I have a little intro clip. Let me play this. I'm going to chat with you guys in the chat. Let me play this little intro clip that I made. There we go. I'll let it warm up for you guys. Brody, what's up? GG, Cali. Fearless. Crystal Hate. Maybe I need to do that. I thought about going to Best Buy. Rishi, what's up? Thank you for coming. Vennie's in. Who got doxxed? What? Oh, Raylan. Oh, yeah, Raylan. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Vennie? By the way, the interview, I thought what you're going to hear, I try to lighten it up a little bit. I'm looking so yellow. The interview that you're going to hear was kind of crazy. It's about 20 minutes long. So let me get straight to the video clips too. You know, this case is still unsolved. Little girl that was shot. They say a stray bullet. Play this clip too. Here we go.
A life cut far too short.
There's no way. There's no way she's gone. There's no way.
Lisa, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Still can't believe it. I still can't.
Veronica Graham is traumatized and grieving. On the night of August 6th, police say someone fired several shots at the home on Langley Drive in the Evergreen area of Summerville. 5-year-old Italia Graham was playing in the hallway, shot in the head.
And all of a sudden, she walked to me, and her eyes rolled in the back of her head. And I was she just dropped on me, and I just was holding her, and I was trying to cover it, help her, squeeze. I was somebody help me, please, help me, she's been hurt.
She held her daughter until first responders arrived, but later died at the hospital. Adding to her grief, so many unanswered questions.
Just why? And then everybody is saying it's somebody in the neighborhood, but I'm just why? They even said that they believe the person was on foot because the officer was at the stop sign, so it was only one way in and one way out.
Turkey was eating snacks.
She says her daughter was full of life and full of love.
And she was so excited, wanted to go to school. And I tell her, because she wanted to find a BFF so bad. She wanted a best friend.
Summerville police say several tips have come in, but there's still no suspects at this time. They need the community's help in this case.
I just want anybody that know, or anybody knows something, see something, any little thing can help us.
Reporting in Summerville, Caroline Valchunas, ABC News 4.
So that's one of the clips. I wanted to read you two kind of briefly, if I can go through it, the mother's account of what happened. She posted this on her own Facebook account. So let me read that to you guys. We'll get into the interview here soon. The interview is kind of shocking. So, I mean, who knows? This is what the person's claiming. Let me read this here. Okay, so on August 6th, we decided to celebrate my little sister's birthday at my house with family. The party was over around 8 p.m., so approximately 9:52. We was just having fun, time laughing, playing, etc. I decided to go into the kitchen to cook something to eat. Natalia was playing in the hallway, so she wanted to show my boyfriend her new toy. So she was running down the hallway, excited to show him her new toy while I'm in the kitchen. I see her running past. Literally within seconds, I heard a noise, me thinking it's a balloon or a glass shattering, and my boyfriend screaming, Italia. I turned, looked, all I could see is her standing and him trying to get to her. She turned around and looked at me, and then I noticed she was shot in the head. Then she fell into my arms. I tried to hold the wound as much as I can, screaming so hard for someone to help her. Help her. Finally, ambulance arrived. I was covered in my daughter's blood from head to the feet, and that's the last image I have of my daughter. And for the 12-year-old sister, she has a sister, to witness that. So the little girl witnessed it. This as well could have what this as well. How could this world be so cold? My daughter waits for me and my boyfriend to get off work every day to sit on the porch so her and her sister can ride bicycles. She was so excited about starting school so she could have a best friend. LOL. Which I thought that was a little weird there, but that was home to her. She felt safe, comfortable, nowhere else she would rather be, but the coward took that away from her. We need justice. Now. Let me play you another clip, and this one is a little bit of the father in the news. If you guys wouldn't mind.
Summerville police
Hitting like and sharing if you could.
are now upping the reward to find the person who shot and killed a 5-year-old little girl. Italia Lomelli Graham
Interview
died
that
in
I
a
did.
drive-by shooting last
Don't
month
do
while
that.
she was inside of her mother's house. Today, police announced a new effort to get the public to help. Nick Reagan is live in Summerville for us tonight with a story. And Nick, Italia's father, he was there at that news conference today.
Yeah, he technically wasn't part of the news conference, but he certainly let everybody know just exactly how painful and how hurt he is feeling right now. He says that somebody in this community knows what happened to Italia that night, but they are not coming forward.
I need justice for my daughter.
The father of 5-year-old Italia Lomelli Graham pleading with the community to help find his daughter's murderer. She was killed on August 6th when several bullets ripped through her home.
I'm angry, frustrated with this investigation. My daughter was the victim of repeated, let me say it again, repeated senseless violence that was tolerated by the family and the Evergreen community.
Lomelli spoke after the police press conference. He said
Sheila, what's up?
his daughter was living with her mother at the time of the shooting. Police are now doubling the reward money for information leading to an arrest.
We've got an enormous amount of people that are working tirelessly to get this case resolved. However, there are people in this area, in this neighborhood and around that know exactly happened to Italia that night and who's responsible.
While they are hoping for tips, this is still an open case and they're still pursuing other leads as well. Pastor Thomas Ravenel, speaking on behalf of the mother's family, is asking the community to come forward with information.
And we will not rest until somebody is escorted into a courtroom and somebody is sentenced and there's a conviction, and most importantly, somebody goes to jail for this senseless crime.
All right. Well, so I think you guys kind of either watched the last stream or you know the story. So let me get you to the interview that I did today. And it was kind of, I was working on a whole nother story. I had my entire computer, I had all this stuff ready. And this person got back to me because I was going back and forth with them. And so I dropped everything. I was like, all right, let me do this. Let me get this while I can. And so let me get this here. It's 20 minutes long, I think. Yeah, 23 minutes. Here we go. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? This okay, this is Melvin with iCkEdMeL. You guys tell me in the comment section what you think when you're listening to this. I might open up the phone lines maybe. But there. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I want to ask you, is it okay if I record? Like, can I use it for a video to put together a story, or you prefer not to?
Um,
Or do you want to be anonymous or something?
yeah, I'll be anonymous. Yeah.
Okay, so I won't mention your name or anything then.
Okay.
So how you doing? What made you reach out? I mean, I saw your message with regards to Vennie, and I was also looking at Veronica Graham's Facebook, and I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she can't speak on the situation. She hasn't really said much, but I saw a post where she posted like the birth certificate, the funeral
Right.
receipt, where she said she paid for it all, but he said he paid like half of it and stuff. And I mean, I know you were telling me about you have somebody that was with him or has a child with him.
Yeah, my daughter had a child with him, and another young lady also has a child with him. Like,
Can you say that again? It's kind of cutting out.
yeah, I'm sorry. Let me take it off.
Oh, okay.
My phone's. Can you call me another number? Because this phone right here sounds like a robot.
Okay. So if you can hear me clearly right now, you sound good. Before you were like, it was sounding like like a robot kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I hear you pretty good.
Yeah,
I had
you're
you on
good.
speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, let me.
yeah, go ahead.
Can I just first give you a little background on how I met Vennie and how I come around, to know what's going on with him. I rented a house in West Ashley, South Carolina,
Okay.
and he was my landlord, I guess the maintenance guy or whatever you want to call him. He would do work for my landlord, and he came here several times, but after he found out that I had young girls, he only wanted to work at night. He couldn't do no work during the day. He
So
wanted to come
Vennie
like me.
to work on the
Yeah,
place. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
He only wanted to come at night, and I seen it, and I told my landlord, "You have to stop him. I have young girls. They have no call. I have no call letting them, because it's always my bathroom. It's always a problem with my bathroom where in the back room he can come in it's a room door, and he's always got a camera around his head telling people it's a flashlight. It is a flashlight, but he has a camera in it. We didn't know that until he started, video recording my house and Veronica's.
Oh.
But
So it wasn't just
he
a
only
flashlight.
wanted to.
It was an actual camera in
Right,
there
it's
recording.
a camera. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, and I told my landlord, "You have to stop him. You have to stop this." And then he started coming in the daytime, and he saw my daughter, the one who he got the child with. She was always in the Bible every time, always quiet to herself. And he took me aside one day and asked me, "Is your daughter always in the Bible?" I said, "Yeah." Oh, wow, wow, wow. And I didn't know. He had his eyes on her. He tried to date my other daughter. She shut him down.
How old
And
were
then
they?
all of a sudden, Amy was Amy was 19 or 20 at the time.
Okay.
He asked Amy, text message, "Can I take you to the movies?" Amy shot him down. Now, Kayla started working on him through my landlord. Only was supposed to write, whatchamacallit, like if people call his house, invoices. She was only supposed to do invoices. And I had a dream. God showed me everything, that they had relations and all this. And I asked my daughter one Sunday, I said, "What's going on?" Because God showed me everything. And she come out and she told me everything, which I'd already known. I just wanted her to tell me.
Wow. So they were working together. So let me pause it for a second. This person, in which she sent me pictures and text messages, she knows. I mean, I guess if Vennie doesn't know, but it's not really about Vennie. It's about this person telling the story. I guess she just completely concocted this stuff. But this person, okay, she's the mother of a woman that she claims was with Vennie and have a kid together. She sent me the names and everything. I saw the pictures, and so she's telling her story. So people were asking for someone on the other side. And I mean, the little girl's name is Ventina. She's going to talk about that in details. You know, and we'll see. I mean, there's text messages too and everything, but we'll see. And then they started having
Yeah.
relations.
And it's always the one who worked with him. He date them and he pregnate them.
Oh, really?
Before my daughter was Jessica. Before Jessica, it was Veronica. Before Veronica, it was Brandy. And he always go for the young black ones that he think he can take advantage of.
Mm.
I'm telling you, this man is a pedophile. When I'm telling you, just by the grace of God, I walked in my daughter, 14 at the time. I had 14 or 15 at the time. He was here to fix her room door. She was sitting on the bed with some sharp pants on. And just by the grace of God, I walked in the room. In the nick of time when he closed the door, he was about to go walk up and touch her between the legs.
Really?
Just by the grace of God, I walked in the room and stopped him.
So
I said, what you doing? Why you close the door?
He closed the door. He walked in there and closed the door, you're saying?
Yeah. Just by the grace of God. And to this day, my daughter knows. She, we told the sheriff's department and all, but, you had to file a report at that time.
So you're alleging that he's a pedo?
Yeah, he most definitely. That's the reason why he couldn't keep the little girl overnight. You know that.
Oh.
And
yeah,
that's why
I know
the
that
other
was an
baby
issue
mama hiding.
to keep. Oh. Yeah, I know it was an issue for him to take the kids overnight or something.
Right. She would let him keep them during the day. But this one night, and I'm telling you, I know when I see it in her.
So I know the people in the chat, give it a little time we're just a couple minutes in, about 20 minutes in, this person that reached out to me. So give it a little time to, give the video, the interview a chance. So
she was here. She was at my house several times. And he would leave her here and then go out so he had to do work. I'm telling you the honest God truth. I seen it in her eyes. She would cry, Mommy, I want my mommy the whole time she's here. No
Who are we
matter
talking
how my
about?
daughter's Natalia.
Oh, so you've met her? She's been there at the house and everything?
Oh, she's been in my house. So we have her on video. She was, my twin used to keep her. And my twin girls would play with her, play ball, just to try to comfort her.
Wow.
She was always crying for her mom. And when I see it in her eyes, I seen it in her eyes. I knew something, but I couldn't say anything because I didn't know Veronica at the time. Well,
so your daughter, okay, so he got to know you guys because you were living in a place. He was working for the landlord and he was doing work in the house, and that's how he came to your place. After he found out there was girls in the house, then he only wanted to be there at night. And that situation happened with your, at the time, 14-year-old. What was she wearing? You said she was wearing like something skimpy? Like
she was, she wear house clothes. She was in the house in her bedroom, short pants. The way she was sitting on the bed, it was like her legs just kind of open up just a little bit. But, she's a young girl. That's her bedroom. She can walk around,
Right.
We are women in the house. We don't have any men in this house with my son, but he lives in another part of the house. He's not even up here with us.
Oh, you have somebody who lives in a different part of the house. Okay.
Yes.
And so, wow. And so did he end up, so he had a child with your daughter too?
Yes. Ventina. They named her. They planned Ventina.
Plain Ventina?
My daughter and him, they plan to have Ventina.
Okay.
My daughter and him named Ventina, but he wanted Ventina middle name to be Gigi, Giacomoki or Virginia Vennie or some stuff. See, all his kids got to have the same middle and last name. And my daughter said, no, I will not. I'll let you name her Ventina because he's saying for Vennie, and my daughter's middle name is Christina. So they named her Ventina.
What's up, Reese?
And can I send you a picture of her and then you can just erase the picture? Because I want you to see that she looks just like him.
Oh, and she did send me the pictures. She didn't want me to post it publicly, but she did send the pictures. The father, Vennie, is in here. He's posting on Facebook and YouTube. I guess he's logged into both accounts, and he's posting on both accounts. Okay.
And
you don't want me to use
you
it, obviously. Don't use the thing for a video, but you're just sending for me to see, you're saying, right? Don't use
for
it
you
for.
to see that you
Okay.
can believe everything I'm telling you.
Okay. All right.
Yes. And because I'm telling you right now, when I saw that part and he didn't acknowledge her, that thing hit me in the gut so bad that they made my stomach hurt for days.
Did you watch the interview, like the online thing?
Yeah, I didn't see it that night, but I saw it like
Okay.
maybe 2-3 days later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he has. I think he said or admitted on the stream. He has 8 kids.
He has probably more than that. I
Oh.
know he got probably 10 or 12 kids, but the one who he claimed.
So for the people that are joining, this is for the people that are joining. We're talking. This interview was with the grandmother of one of Vinny's child, is what this person told me. She reached out to me. I have pictures, text messages, all this kind of stuff. And she reached out and wanted to talk, and then we had a little bit of a hard time getting back and forth, trying to get to talk to each other. And I mean, give the video some time. Vinny's, I guess he's going kind of crazy. He's commenting on both accounts a bunch of times. And then I'm also going to show you what the mother had on her Facebook account. And we're going to talk about that because we're supposed to try to go from both sides. We're supposed to, I don't mind letting him answer either. Like, I don't know if on this live stream, because I want people to call in and give their opinion. But we're going to take a look at the mother's Facebook account too. And we need to take a look at both sides if possible, And she talks about Italia. Italia used to go there, according to her, and she would babysit. And there's more details. So give it a second. I mean,
Say he only has 5. He said on the video. Yeah. 2 out of town, which is the twins, and he has.
When I spoke to Vennie on the phone, I forgot because the interview got wiped, and I don't want to keep interrupting this interview because I want you guys to hear it. People just need to listen and then form an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I spoke to him on the phone at first, I think he told me, I don't know what number he told me, and then on the interview live stream, I forgot how much he said, but he has a lot of kids.
Natalia Brezhniani, Giacomo, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. So he said he only acknowledged 5. He didn't say anything about Ventina because Ventina don't have his middle and last name. He's not going to acknowledge her now. If my daughter called him right now and said, "Come on, let's go down there. I want her name. I want you to put the name, middle and last name," then he'll acknowledge her. I don't know what it is with the name. It's something with the name.
Can you tell me about right? So the day that Italia got shot. So you can come live, Vennie, but we're trying to listen to the rest of the video. You're posting on multiple accounts and spamming. I want to get through the rest of this interview. So yeah. I knew this was gonna get crazy. So, like you were by the way, like and share and all that good stuff. The first house that you came to and asked your daughter to help him set up the GoFundMe.
That morning that he left the hospital, he came straight to my house. I was asleep, and somebody came in the room and said, "Mom, Vinny's daughter's dead." So I'm jumping out the bed because I don't know which one it is. I know it ain't my grandchild because I just left her a couple hours ago. So I walked in the room. He was standing in the room with my daughter. And he tried all he could to cry. He tried. I couldn't even go give him a hug because I didn't see no real emotion or no tears or nothing in his eyes. And the first thing he said, "Can you please help me set up a GoFundMe? And we need to hire, because Veronica's going to set up one, and I need to hit my goal. I need to make more money than she do."
Let me stop. Because there was two.
And if you think I'm lying, go back on his pages. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The court charger came out for a second. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There was multiple GoFundMes, right? I think the mother had one, I guess, and he had one too.
Right.
Okay.
And if you think I'm lying, when I'm telling you, go back on his videos, and he'll say, "Come on, guys, we got to hit our goal." Every day he would call my daughter and say, how much does she have? Oh, look at mine. Oh, we need to go. Can somebody help? Can somebody help? Send messages out so I can hit my goal. He needed $11,000. I don't know why it's 11, but that's how much he needed at the
Oh,
time.
she's down. Grandma's gonna come on
Now he
too.
has another one up for 3,000.
Let's get it.
Right. He only got 7, and he got one up now for 3,000
And what's that one for?
for a headstone, I believe.
Oh. Okay.
Which I think they said you have to wait till a year after, and then put a headstone on.
Okay. Oh, I think I see it. Let me check it out real quick. Yeah, so there's 2 of them. I didn't realize that. Or is there 2 of them or just 1? Let me see. It looks like 2, but I don't know. Oh,
I
there
only
is
see
2.
the $3,000 one, and the $7,000 one's still up.
Oh, this one was started by Corey Davis. Oh, on behalf of Veronica. So that's Veronica. So Veronica raised 7,000. He raised 7,400. I don't know about the 3,000 one. I'll see if I can find that later.
Yeah, I saw the 49 minutes ago.
Oh, you actually, maybe you can send it to me if you have a chance, so I can look at it.
Most definitely will. It's right on Italia Lomelli Graham page. It's the second post under.
Oh, okay. Maybe go look at that. Let's see.
He said something about Veronica and the sister, and then under it, it's a $3,000 for a headstone. He put some other pictures up there too.
I think I see. Let me see. Oh, I didn't know about this. That's
He
interesting.
needs $3,000 for an attorney.
Okay. All right.
It's not for no headstone. It's for an attorney.
For the other child or for this?
I think it's for he's going to try to take my daughter to court.
Oh.
He came in, I can't, what day it was. I think it was one day last week, right after court. He came in beating up on my door and on my window, screaming and yelling for my daughter to come outside because I was making up fakes. Every page he blocked me on. So my name was Samantha Long.
Do you want to see the picture,
and that's
Carrie?
the only way I can, say what I want to say. I have to make up a name.
After the stream. I mean, after the
post. So my name was Samantha Long. He didn't like that.
Oh, because you were blocked. After the interview, I'll post a picture if you're okay with it. I know earlier you didn't want the picture up, but if you're all right with it.
He tried texting my daughter to come see. He want my daughter to see him. So in order for him to say, "Can I see you? Can I see you in V?" So he'll want to see Keelan, and then he'll say, "Well, I'll come back later and see V." Just to get to her. So he beating up on my door, my window, saying, talking to my daughter outside, my other one, Amy, "Tell your mama stop making up fake Facebook posters and posting it on Facebook about me and all that." And then all of a sudden he started texting my daughter, "Can I see you and the baby? That's my baby too. I need to see her. And you don't let me be a father," and just crazy stuff.
Wow. Does he still keep contact with you guys? Like, does he still?
Well, my daughter blocked him, and I did too. But I could still text him, but I just block him after I done say what I have to say.
Okay. I mean, are you worried too about him? I don't know. If with all the stuff that you were telling me, like, are you worried about him coming and doing something or showing up again?
Most definitely.
Okay. I mean, are you worried?
The reason why I'm saying this is because a month before Natalia passed, I had a dream twice that he shot all of us. He killed all of us in the house. He came to my door months before my daughter had my grandbaby, and I would not allow him to see my daughter. My daughter was pregnant and bad. You still was messed.
Hello?
So I will not allow him to see my. And you know what he said?
Cut out.
I'm gonna just kill all my baby mama.
Oh, okay. That was your dream you're talking about.
I'm sorry. Right? Yeah, this is the dream. I had a dream twice that he killed everybody in my house. And a month later, Natalia passed. And I'm thinking, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I told the policeman, I told the sheriff's department, I think it's him. I think he shot in their house. He didn't know he was going to hit anybody, but he was just wanting to try to get custody of Natalia. He wanted to do anything in his power to hurt Veronica. And the only reason why is because he's seen the boy. He's seen that boy in the house, and he asked his daughter, is he living there? She didn't answer him. He
What?
did not know. Every time,
What you're talking about the
I'm sorry,
boyfriend? When you say
the
boy?
boyfriend,
Okay.
every time he would go there, the boyfriend's not there. He didn't know she had a boyfriend until he went there one day to see the baby. He had the baby in his car. And I talked to the sister, and he asked his daughter on camera, who's that? Does he live here? And his daughter didn't answer him. So he's like, huh? And he realized he was on camera, so he shut the camera off.
Mm.
Either he shut the camera off or he stopped questioning her. He stopped questioning her.
Hey, Tiff.
And to this day, I tell my kids, be careful when he comes to the door, let me know. I'm calling the cops because I truly do believe he shot in the house.
Wow.
He is mental. He needs medicine. He is crazy. If I can, and I wish my daughter would allow me. I wish, and I know she probably don't trust you because she don't know you. She's probably thinking, you know, you're going to show Vennie and stuff like that. If I can
Show
show you the
Vennie what?
messages
Oh, the
he sent to
messages.
my daughter,
Mm.
yeah. If I can show you the things, you would say to yourself, yeah, he needs help. He really do. The things he said to this girl. And not only to her, all his baby mama. Some of them in hiding.
Jesus. Has she ever been like beat by him? I mean, like
Yes.
one time, multiple
Yes.
times, or
Multiple times, and I did not know.
okay.
I did not know.
How'd you find
I
out?
did
She
not
told
know.
you? Or?
She told me in front of the authorities. Well, she didn't tell me. She said she was talking to the cops and I was in her presence, which I seen her in a dream already. But, you know, you dream. You don't know these things until you hear it for yourself.
Mm.
Same thing, same exact thing I dreamed happened.
Wow, this is it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like there's just more to the story. I wish I could get some of Veronica's side too, but
Yes, I
I mean,
tried
she's just
talking to Nellie.
who?
I tried talking to the sister, to the aunt,
Oh,
who
okay,
was
okay,
Veronica's sister.
okay.
And, you know, tell them y'all need to go out, talk. Y'all being behind the scene, being quiet. I understand y'all want to fool up with him. I wouldn't either. If it was, you know, I'm losing my child, what I'm going to bash him for? I'm not going to try to bash him. He's hurt. Vennie is hurt because everything is seen about him is true. He couldn't get Veronica back. He didn't want Veronica back. What he wanted to do is have all these women. He got one. She got cards in his name and her name for him. He got these women. He used these women. These women work for him, making him money. He keeping the money, but giving them a little money just for themselves.
Wow.
You know, that's why every last one of them in hiding. My daughter, she's about to move out now. She's about to move out. Just about everything in this house is gone. She's been hiding from him.
Wow.
He is crazy. He is crazy. And when I treated Vennie like a friend, I would cook, I would feed Vennie, I would send breakfast to Vennie. I did not know Vennie was preying on my child all the time. So I did not know. I did not know. I was the one to tell Vennie leave his
Hey,
job
Tiff.
and start his own business.
Two
And he
tips.
listened to me. He did it. And it hurt me to my core. It hurt me to my core. And it wouldn't have hurt so bad if he had dated her and treated her right. He didn't do that. He tried to put her against another girl whose baby is just about a year old. Ventino will be 7 months next month. That baby is about 10 months now, the little boy. He brings the little boy over here and still pays
Three
attention
tips.
to the
Oh my
little
God.
boy and don't give Ventino no attention.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, thank you for sharing. Now, let me ask you. I mean, because I wanted to use like some of the story for a video. I mean, are you okay with me using this for a video? Because
I am. You can do it.
okay,
You
I mean,
have
I
my
just want you
permission to
guys
do
to be
your video.
okay.
I am not afraid of them.
Okay.
I am not afraid of them.
Okay.
You can use my story for a video. I'm going to send you a picture of my granddaughter.
Okay.
Just when you through with it,
Just
don't
delete it.
use her.
Don't use it.
Don't use her.
Okay.
Yeah, please. I just want you to see.
Okay.
And I'm going to send a text message so you can see he even acknowledged her as his child. But then out in public, he don't want to. I guess if Tila give him middle and last name, he don't do anything for this child. He want to come and take her. Telling my daughter, stop breastfeeding her. the baby 2 days old. Let me take her. Let me go take her for a drive. Where you going to take her at? And he brings fleas in my house. His house is horrible. How could you show Veronica house and yours is the city want to shut his down?
Wow.
He didn't tell you that, did you?
No.
Did he tell you that?
No.
He's renting from my landlord, and the letter came to my house. He begged me not to tell my landlord. They said they need to condemn the house because the house is not livable.
Wow. Yeah, I saw the
Yep.
videos where he was walking through I think Veronica's place. So,
Let me tell you something. That is clean. That is clean compared to his. I'll spend nights in Veronica one before I spend nights in his. And he would come here and bring fleas. My house was infested with fleas from him, from the dog he had at his house. I had to stop him from coming to my house from the fleas.
wow.
Yep.
Well. All right. I mean, if there's if you anything else you want to tell me, you think are pertaining. I mean, did he for your daughter's child? Did he sign the birth certificate and all that, or no?
No, because my daughter wouldn't let him name the baby his middle and last name. He tore the birth certificate up in the hospital and walked out.
He tore it up, you said?
He tore it up in the hospital on a Saturday, walked out and came to my house with his son.
Okay.
Yep, trying to get me to tell my daughter, yeah, I'll give him the middle and last name.
Okay.
He even asked my daughter, give him my grandbaby social security number because he want to open a banking account. No, he wanted to use it to get money. I know Vennie. Vennie used kids. He used all of his kids to make Facebook pages and use their name to say what he want to say instead of being a man and use his own name. So if there's any information you need from me, call me back. I'll give it to you. I don't care.
Okay.
Use me for a story. I don't care. And I'm gonna send you a picture right now.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Call me anytime.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Reach out to me anytime.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. That was pretty serious. I see the chat going in. First of all, I'm going to look at the mother's Facebook post. Well, it was actually her sister posted it and then she shared it or something. And after that, then I'm going to give the opportunity if grandma and Vennie, I'll send them the links. We can do calls later, but we should hear from these people first if they want to come in. I mean, you guys can tell me in the chat. You think this was all completely made up? This was just a fabrication, or maybe it's some lies in. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the mother. This is the post that I wanted to show you guys, and then we'll get to the whole thing. Vennie, if you're on, DM me on Facebook. Grandma, DM me on Facebook. I want to put the links to you guys first, and then what we can do is we can either take calls or we can take or I can put the link in the chat. Hold on one second. Let me see here. Okay. All right. Here we are. So I want to read you this post first before we take people in. I know people are very antsy to call. And so we'll start here. This is public. This is all on Facebook, all right? He has multiple kids, guys. All right. So this is Natalie Nicole. Let me get maybe the full screen. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Zoom in for you guys. And then we'll take a look at the pictures, birth certificate, and some other stuff. I try to reach out to the mother, by the way, because I feel like we should try to get both sides or other people. Because at the end of the day, let me just say this too, I'm biased towards kids. I don't like the whole back and forth, all these different stories, taking me around the backyard and across the country. It's just about Italia, but I guess to keep attention, and I guess we have to go through this. So Velo, this was September 15, by the way, 2020. Okay. Velo make this FB-ished a hobby, and I'm sick of it. Then you don't even use your FB name, use your child name. You have a GoFundMe, but my sister's name is on everything. All you do is show up. You couldn't even get no say so at Italia's funeral because my sister paid for everything. So her name on everything. Oh yeah, and you also couldn't get a say so because you didn't sign the birth certificate, which is in this interview, this lady stated that too. And by the way, we've had Vennie on here before, if you've seen the previous video, and he was on another channel as well. Not because Veronica stopped you, but because you didn't want to. October 20. Okay, not because Veronica stopped you, but because you didn't want to, which is the same thing this other woman said. October 25, 2019 was the last time Bilo gave money to my sis for Italia, and then pics you see was the only time. Every single pair of clothes, drawers Italia had was because of her mother. Vilo came every once in a while, buy a few things here and there. He is so cheap. He would do Italia hair and make sure he take every hair beret he puts in, he will take out with him just because he's scared. Sorry, it's really hard to read. Just because he's scared they may get lost and he lose a few dollars. How many times Veronica got on you about coming empty-handed? Why you got a GoFundMe when the only thing you got at the funeral was 2 chocolate milks? What else did you know about her besides the fact that she loves chocolate milk? Italia loved us, mainly her mother and sister, Nisha. Made her mother and sister, Nisha. Bilo make his own work schedule, but put his daughter in that schedule every few months or so. My sister hurting. It's different for fathers who can't be there. Veronica never stopped him once. Ain't no way my sister could go a few days without seeing Italia. You could go months. Italia loved going to places, but before everyone go to sleep, she wants to go home with her mama. She was old enough and smart enough to know who loved her. Italia was 5, smart and talked well, and it was always mama, mama. She could have said she wanted you but didn't, that's kind of like, I don't know. Justice for Italia. They need to charge his ass for stopping Justice for Italia because he's telling the world her mother knows something. But then your speech at the funeral, her mother your speech at the funeral, her mother loved her so much. Stop fronting for Facebook, my sister good people's dog. And that punk keep throwing dirt on her name. And anybody who follow him is dumb. Follow him up is dumb. So we're gonna take a look at the pictures. And let me check the Facebook real quick. Okay, the grandma responded to me. She said she can't do. Let me take a look real quick. Hold on. She can't do a video call but on the phone. Okay, I'll set up the lines. I mean, with StreamYard, you don't have to do a video. You could just be on the phone. But maybe that's kind of hard for you to. I wonder if I can take multiple calls on this thing. Studio call in. Let me do the studio call in real quick. Maybe I can have both of them call in. Let me get this going real quick. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, grandma's not running away. So Vennie, from what I saw in the chat, he was claiming he didn't know her. She's not the grandmother, and we're gonna see. For the people that are just joining in, I can't help you. You don't know the topic? Subscribe, turn on notifications. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get this started. Host, start a show. All right. And here's what I'll do. Okay. I'll do this. And that's not, well, obviously it's not
Thank you for
Italia's
calling
grandmother.
Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show number and press pound.
Okay.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Please, nobody call in right now if you have the number saved. I'm going to send it to the grandmother and Vennie. And let me send this here. Let me find Vennie real quick. I think Vennie probably knows it because he's called before. I don't know if he's called before, actually, but let me send him the number. By the way, we're not saying that this is the grandmother of Italia. I mean, I thought that would be obvious. He has multiple children with multiple women, and so she's the grandmother of one of these kids with another woman. But Italia would go and stay there, according to her. And let me verify this number real quick. Okay. Grandma's calling in. Vennie, I sent you the number if you want to call in too. Let me take Grandma and then we'll take Vennie. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing? Can you turn me in the background? Down? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's down.
Okay. And by the way, before you talk, this was the funeral receipt, which came out to $8,800. Veronica's name is here at the bottom. It was a cash/credit card agreement to be paid by August 15. So the date of the statement was 8/12. It had to be paid by 8/15. I'm not saying that Vennie didn't pay. Maybe he did because it says cash/credit card. The other thing too was this is the birth certificate, which maybe Vennie could answer to, but he said he didn't sign. See, no father listed. That's Italia's thing. But this date issued of 8/21/2020. Supposedly, the sister claimed to that these are the only payments he ever sent. So, okay, all right, Grandma, go ahead.
Yes. This is Anikia Lewis. I'm the grandmother of Ventina Lewis, not Italia Lomelli Graham. This is the grandchild, my grandbaby, Ventina, that Vennie claims is not his.
So he's denying it's his child.
My daughter.
Right.
Yes. When you asked him, when you had an interview with him first, you asked him how many kids he had. And he laughed and said, good question. And he only said 5.
Right.
But, so I'm happy. I'm saying, oh, he's going to acknowledge his daughter for once. But when he did not call Ventina's name, that was it. That was it. He is always to my house to come and see her. But then you can't acknowledge her? Oh, no, I'm not having that. He got the right one now. He got the right one. So tell him, come on. Tell him, come on. I'm telling lies, so let's come on. Come on.
I think he's on the other. Let me see if I can bring both of you in. He's here too, I think. Let me see. Can I take 3 calls? Can I do There we go. Is this Vennie?
Yeah, it's Vennie right here.
Okay, I think you both should be able to hear each other.
If I may say something, I know this person. I know who this person is. Before, I didn't know who this person was.
Okay.
I listened to the voice. But
before you talk, Vennie, let me just make sure. Grandma, can you hear her? I mean him. Sorry, can you hear him? Nikia?
I can not too good. Not too good at all.
Well, that's good. Because it's going to be a very
it's not good. You don't want me to hear so you can tell lies. So that's why it's not good.
I don't want to talk to. She's going to be very. Okay, so how?
Because you got to get what you want to say out, but we can't talk. We can't talk over you. You remember? But guess what? I wish I was the young one. I wish I was one of the young ones that you met. I bet you wouldn't try to break me down. You just got me so angry. Yeah, if you want to say something about Ventina, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get Vennie, and then I'm gonna let you reply. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is not a good idea to have her and me on the same time because it's gonna be a war back and forth. She's not gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna listen to her because I know this particular individual. This case is about Italia, not some random other person. Okay, so.
No, not about a random other person. No. Let's go ahead. Say what you got to say.
I'm still talking.
Say whatever you got to say. I'm going to listen. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to listen. Don't hang up.
I can say a whole bunch of stuff as far as this particular individual, but this person has nothing to do with my daughter, Italia Lomelli Graham. Okay? So we need to stick to the fact. If she wants to make this another show, we can do this. This is not about her or whatever her claims is. It has nothing to do with it. I would be happy to come on live and you can
you brought it in.
Talking. You're just going to tell on yourself what you're doing.
But guess what? You ain't the one who laid me down to shut me up. Don't tell me you talking.
I'm talking. No,
you brought it up when you didn't bring her name up when he asked how many kids you had.
Don't make me pull out the stuff, the evidence. All right. So stop.
Do what you got to do. I got me too. Do what you got to do.
Listen, this has nothing to do with my
Vennie,
daughter.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, guys. Well, Vennie. So she said that on the day that, like, right after you left the hospital for Italia, that you went straight over there and you asking her daughter, help me start a GoFundMe. Is that true? The day you walked out of the hospital? That's not true.
That is not true.
Okay.
It is true. Who helped you with it then? Who helped you with it? Who helped you with it, Vennie? Vennie, stop lying. You only you did not care about that little girl. Stop with your lies. You came here and asked my daughter to help you with the GoFundMe. You was calling her every day, asking her how much money we got now. Oh, we gotta go. And if y'all want to believe me, go look back on his page. He's saying, come on, you guys. We gotta get to that. We gotta get to the number now. We gotta get to the number. Come on now, we gotta beat that.
I'm not going to respond to this woman right here because there's nothing but.
No, he asked you a question, so why you just lie?
I want to stick to the tap of my tongue. Mr. iCkEdMeL, if you want to make this a show, another show, I'd be happy to do that. But this is not about,
come on, man. Let's do it, man. Come on, man.
Well, let me ask you this.
Can you please ask him if Ventina is his?
That's what I was going to ask.
Can you show the picture in the text messages, please?
Yeah, I can show it. Let me show it if you want. Yeah. Is that your daughter? I'll post a picture up. Hold on 1 second.
So that's why I didn't want to get in this conversation. This woman makes everything all about her, and she is definitely not forthcoming.
It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. Vennie, listen. Vennie, listen. I am sorry for what happened to your child, but you made it all about you. You made it all about you, and it was wrong.
This is not
dead wrong. And then you got people on your side. But I pray to God. They go through see the real Vennie. I pray to God because you wrong, man. You wrong.
No, you're wrong for spitting lies. You don't know how to be
truthful. You preying on these young women. You're breaking these young girls down. You can't do that. And then you pregnant them, making kids. And the kids gonna go through the same thing you're doing to them. You can't keep doing it. Stop. Stop preying on these young kids. Stop pregnant these young kids. Come stop. You got to stop. If you don't want to make a bit, you're making these babies famous.
Stop saying lies. That's all I got to say.
So let me ask you this. So is this your daughter?
That is the whole problem. That's for another show.
So you're not going to answer though? But I'm curious because Italia.
Yes or no? If you say yes or no, and I'm out.
Grandma, let him speak for
You're
a
not
second.
important. You're not important to this cause.
So I don't know what. Somebody's playing music in the background. I'm not sure what that is.
You still there?
Yeah, there's music playing. I don't know what that is.
Can you disconnect her, please?
What in the world is that?
Can you disconnect that?
So hold on a second. Let me return somebody to the queue. Hold on a second. No, let me see something. Okay, somebody's playing okay. That one you're gonna have to stay on hold. Let me take this other person. Okay, 324. Who's this?
Am I online?
Yeah, you're online right now. I think Grandma has like the background music going. So you don't want to talk about whether this is your daughter or not?
Listen, now on your other show, I've been installing myself. Okay, I've been dropping all this stuff, man. I ain't got nothing but to be truthful about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I didn't want to discuss this particular individual, which means I have to open a whole big can of worms on herself and everything that's going on. I want to keep everything focused because what that other baby that she's talking about has nothing to do with my daughter. The stuff that she's claiming are lies. All right. And there's a huge, like I said, there's a bigger story to all this. Trust me on that. There's a bigger story. But right now, all the stuff that she talked about has no relevance to this case at all. There's no attachment.
Okay, and so
That's
you
all.
refuse to talk about this little girl, whether you were there. I mean, you said that it was a lie. Supposedly, the day that Italia passed away, she said you went to her house and you were asking for a GoFundMe.
Majority of that stuff is all lies.
Okay, so you do know her.
After a certain stuff, I'm not saying everything that she was saying is all lies, but I don't know if that kid's mine. I don't know. I don't know that. Okay, and as far as everybody's talking about the DNA test, all right, some of my other kids, okay, so like the twins, they're mine.
How many kids do you have, Vennie?
I told you 5.
Oh, I thought you said 8 at one point. It's just it's 5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay,
that's what I claim, 5.
Okay.
But Gigi is my son. Gigi is the one that you see in the pictures with my daughter that I spend time with.
Okay.
All right. This woman is no different than Bragiani's mom. Man, if I see, I end up gonna drop salt on her, and I really don't want to do that at this time. Okay. And this is one of the huge problems I have with that particular individual. Is all about truth. And like I said, I make poor choice of women. I don't say I'm perfect. I never said I'm perfect. All right, I'm a human being. But one thing I do say is I love all my kids. And I keep them all knowing each other. Even my oldest twins, they know each other. Like my daughter, you know, she came from all the way from, I think it was Seattle, Washington. She flew down here. And she went to my daughter's grave. And I tried to get Bragiani to go to the grave, you know, but there was interference from the mom. And so y'all know, the reason why there's another GoFundMe, because at the time when I put in the money for the time I put the money in for the tombstone, I mean, the time I put the money in for the funeral cost, I didn't know that the funeral, I thought it covered the tombstone. So there was money that was left over. So of that money that was left over, I used that for acquiring an attorney for my other daughter. All right, which is Bragiani.
Okay.
All right. So now after aftermath effect, then I come to find out that, you know, that the funeral cost did not cover the coverstone. So that's why I went ahead and did another GoFundMe. It's all legit. If you all look at my original one, it tells you there's a lot of transparency in that. There's a lot of transparency. I tell you what. Now, to address that other thing that you pulled up, with regards to the sister of the mother.
The sister, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna clear that all up. See, I got more video because they was posting on that stuff, and that's why I said that this is bigger because Veronica and the sister was dropping salt on that particular GoFundMe right there. That one right there, they was dropping salt, and so they kept trying to discredit it, and so they shut down the GoFundMe. I was still able to receive GoFundMe, but then I responded. So they tried to do it 3 times, and they kept reactivating my account because they saying that there was no grounds of fraud or anything like that. There's nothing but transparency. In fact, in that particular one, it says if there's money left over, then I'm going to use that money. I already told what I was going to do with that money. If there's left over, I said I'm going to go put it towards my daughter, and I did. I acquired an attorney.
Okay.
For that.
For Bragiani, you're saying.
Bragiani.
Yeah. Did you ever do? I think I spoke to you in DM, but as far as DNA, you never got that. You were trying to get that situated, but you never got a DNA paternity test for Italia, right?
Okay. Now let me explain that. Okay. Now I've been working tirelessly for that because it's a different thing. The mother, she has never told me that, hey, Italia's not yours. She never. I always knew. See, if you look at Italia's real close and you look at my picture, look at the eyebrows. All right. My oldest son of the twins, he got the same thing. My twin, my daughter, she looks more like her mom, so she don't have the same attributes as my son does me. You look at Giacomo, he has the same attributes as me as far as a very specific feature that I have that all my kids have. Italia, Bragiani was the only one that I contested paternity on because I didn't think she looked that like me. All right. So a paternity test was done and it proved that I was the father. But nevertheless, even though that was done, I still acted as a father to her as much as I could, to the point, if you go into Italia's, I was trying to kill off of all the lies, because with the sister, Natalie, was saying nothing but lies. And every time I post my evidence on her Facebook, she kept taking it down. She blocked me at one time. I was originally blocked on her, but then she came back and opened it, and I kept posting the evidence, and she kept taking it down.
So let me ask this. By the way, I have Grandma on hold because I don't know why she had the background music playing. Grandma, I'm going to take you back if you want to, in a couple minutes, if you have something more to say. I want to ask you two really quick because, I hear you talking about the GoFundMes, and Veronica posted the receipt. It was like $8,000, $800. She raised $7,000 on hers. You raised $7,400 on yours, and then.
Do you want to hear a kicker?
What?
You want to hear a kicker? All right. So I was trying to remain balanced because I was trying to get them. I think I told you. I'm not sure if I told you about in the first one that we did. I was trying to raise a stir, right? So I used my credit card and I paid. I did in fact, if you look on there, and I could show the evidence if I have to, but I donated using my credit card. I donated 1,000, I did 300, and I did 800. And the reason why, because I don't have nobody that's because they got a whole bunch of people on their side in fact, they have somebody else that's doing their GoFundMe account. So I was trying to remain competitive to them to the point where they were saying something. But see, they went the Graham family. They went so far, and I got evidence of trust me when I say this. I got evidence of everything I'm saying. Jasmine C, don't say that because I got evidence. Because you're gonna be sticking your foot in your mouth when I come out with this evidence. iCkEdMeL. When I remember, I told you about the evidence I have about me paying for the funeral cost, the funeral home. Yeah. I got that on tape.
Yeah, maybe we need to do that. I mean, we could do it on a.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to pull it up now. I guess. I mean, unless you're able to, but we could.
You know what?
We could do that for another video or something.
Huh? Yes, sir. But the thing I want you to do, hey, Dr. Latina, don't rush this, okay? Because if people are speaking falsehood against me, I got evidence. So what do you want? You want lies to be spewed, or do you want the facts and truth? Now I told you I have nothing but transparency. All right. So when you got somebody that wants to call in that has nothing to do with this case, zero, what relevance is it? Okay. So if I'm sitting there saying I have 5 kids, I have 5 kids. All right. They're proven to be mine. All right. They're proven to be mine.
So do you have this evidence about the GoFundMe thing, the funeral stuff?
I'm sorry, sir?
Do you have evidence of this whole GoFundMe funeral stuff? I mean, like, you guess you paid the evidence you're talking about.
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. Listen.
Where is it?
Listen, look at. Remember when I was bashing myself? Do not question this. I told you that I have videotape. The only issue that I have with I have no problems giving it to you. I have no problems. But the only thing I want you to do is that Veronica Graham's daughter was there in the video, so I was a little bit reluctant because I don't know how to block out her daughter's face. Okay?
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't want to put. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So any way you want to say that, hey, it's cool. And people stop judging me about. I don't even care. About everybody. You don't know what my background is. Nobody knows about how I am. But no, this is fact. You want fact? I'm in my kid's life. If I'm allowed to be there. But see what they want. They got too many women out there, the scornful, the spiteful women that interferes the access of the father to involve legitimately in that life for them kids. You see my pictures. It all tells a story. It tells facts. It tells you the truth. So before everybody starts condemning and say all this off stuff, wait till you see the facts. Look at Italia Lomelli Graham's Facebook. Their family sit there and say, "Oh, I never been there." I got pictures from when all the time I took Italia to the Chuck E. Cheese. They're all dated. I took her a lot of times. I got like a little thick, whole thick thing of it. I got evidence, man. If I tell you I got evidence, then
All right.
all
right, Vennie.
postpone your judgment.
So I'm gonna
look. I'm serious, man.
you can stay on the line. I'm gonna put you on hold. Let me hear what Grandma has to say, and then you can respond if you want. All right. So just hang on tight. Okay.
And just for everybody, I may not respond to everything because that's a different show. I really want you titled this as Italia Graham with Envio. Let me see. With grandmother of another, but she has no relevance to this, really. None.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hang on. Okay. Let me take her back. Okay. Computer's all okay. There we go. Hey, are you there?
Hey,
Anikia?
yes, I'm here.
Hey, okay. I know you've probably been
I'm
listening.
here.
So
yeah, I'm calm now. It's sad. It's sad. I hear everything he says. Sad. He always with the facts, like he is some dang going detective. I'm with the facts. If you don't have facts, then guess what? Everything you say is lies. The fact is, Ventina, he planned Ventina. My daughter was a virgin, 23 years old, never ever been with a guy but him. He preyed on my daughter. He got my daughter to work with him. He started dating my daughter. He said he didn't plan for it to happen, but it happened. You're 50 years old. You should not allow yourself. But it's a pattern, and as y'all can see, it's all these young 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old black female. He has a pattern.
You said how old is he?
Vennie is 50 years old.
Oh, wow. I don't know that. Jesus.
Yeah, he is 50. Yeah, he is 50. He date these 20-something-year-old black young female. He beat them down. He pregnate them. He run them down to what he's saying that they don't allow them in the kids' life. They got to hide. Because guess what? You beat me down. Imagine what you're going to do to the child. And my daughter has told him plenty times, Vennie, you can come and see her anytime you want. It's not about the baby. It's about her. Can I come and see you? Can I come and see you? You want to see me? You want to see me? Beating on the doors, beating on the windows. Come on out here. Come on out here. And the thing about it is when my daughter was pregnant, he would have my daughter walk out to the end of the road to pick her up. He wouldn't come in my yard and pick her up.
Mm.
Everything this man has seen is odd. That's why he beat around the bush and saying, you asked the question, is Ventina your daughter? You got the answer. Now he want a DNA test. Well, my daughter asked him to help her. My daughter asked Vennie, help me take care of her. You know what he said? I can just go ahead and relinquish all my rights. But she is not your child, so why should you do that, right? He texted her that a week ago. But I'm sorry for these kids. These kids gonna have something to go through here. I am so sorry for these kids. And it's sad the way he beat these women down. And then you know what? He's gonna do it to the child too.
So
and I
saying,
apologize. I got upset.
It's okay. So Italia used to go there. You say used to go there, stay there with you guys.
Well, she was here about 2, 3, 4 times. When he would have her, he would come see my daughter, take my daughter out, and then he would leave Natalia here. She would cry and cry and cry. I want my mommy. I want my mommy. She would even cry herself to sleep. So the twins try to find all kind of things, balls, games, toys, videos. She would just cry, I want my mommy. I want my mommy. One night, my girls gave her a bath, and he jumped on my girl's throat. Why did you bathe her? Why did y'all bathe her? You know why? Because it's late. So now when you pick her up, you can take her back home. She don't have to bathe. She can go straight to bed. That's why. And you see, he's attacking women. He always attacking women. Always is woman. It's never men. It's always woman, woman, woman. And it's all a baby mama he got problem with. But guess what? Who's the problem? He is the problem. He is the problem. And somebody need to shut him down. Now he's saying Ventina is not his. So now the right thing to do is go and let's do a DNA test so you can pay child support because he knows Ventina is his. So let's do that. That's all I got to say.
And just one more time.
I am truly sorry. And it's true. He is right. I have nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Italia. And I am sorry. Veronica, I am sorry. Truthfully, I am sorry. But Vennie brought it in. When you asked the question, how many kids you have? 5. but you come over to my house all the time to see Ventina and Kayla, all the time, but you only have 5 kids. I ain't going to allow it no more. It ain't happening. So, Vennie, stay away from my house, because if you come here tonight after the show, you will go to jail.
And you said that he was there supposedly. He denied it, but you said that he was there that morning that Italia passed away, talking about the GoFundMe and asking about GoFundMe.
I told him, I went to the room and I said, Vennie, you cannot be alone tonight. And he can say I'm lying all he wants. He know he spent the night here. I said, Vennie, you cannot be alone. You sleep here if you have to. They didn't want him to sleep here. But I begged him. I said, he cannot be alone. He just lost his daughter. I felt compassion for that man. But when I found out about the GoFundMe and everything else, then I knew what it was all about. Money, 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 money.
All right. Well, thank you.
And just a couple weeks ago, a month ago, he wanted to spend the night here too. With his son, he wanted to spend the night here too. Your mom said I could spend the night here that night when you was going.
I think you're on hold again. You're hitting something. We can't hear you right now. Nikia?
Gonna say whatever he want to say. Just know you ain't gonna beat my daughter down no more, and you sure ain't gonna try it with my grandchild.
All right. Well, thank you. Be safe. Both of you be safe, man. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that. There we go. I got you back. Are you there?
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, any final thoughts, or that's it, I guess?
Well, I just hope they find out who done this.
All right. Thank you.
I pray to God they find out who done this. And thank you for having me on.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right.
You're welcome.
Bye. So I'm going to take Vennie back. And we've been on for an hour and 60 minutes. I'm going to take Vennie back, but I don't want this to be like drawn out. So I'm going to take him back. Vennie, you respond to what you have to say. And then I'm going to take some calls from the people, let the people, give their opinion on their thoughts on this whole situation. And really, man, this is just about Italia. Like all this other shit. I mean, I understand this woman reaching out. I'm not faulting her at all, because it's like, is this really happening? All these different women and kids, a lot of stuff. And Italia was there. I think it's kind of relevant. If Italia was, if she's been there a couple times and he went there the day of after the hospital or whatever, left the hospital, I thought that was somewhat relevant. And then we're talking about the GoFundMes, the mother's making claims. He's making claims about the receipts, $1,400 together. And then another GoFundMe, $3,000. I mean, so I think it's definitely relevant for people in the chat or anybody that thinks it's not relevant. I think it is relevant because we're talking about money that was raised for the services. We got $1,400 here. Vennie has been explaining his whole situation with that, and then we have a new one. And so, yeah, that's what I think is relevant. Let me take him in though. Okay, Vennie.
Yeah. Okay. So what was you saying that was relevant? What was you saying that was relevant?
What I think is relevant about the story, when she reached out to me, one of the things is that she said that you were there right after the hospital. You're saying that's a lie.
Let me diffuse that really quick.
Okay.
Let me diffuse that real quick. Okay. So understand what time. Look at the evidence. Because we should have asked her. Well, when did I come over to the house? Because we should have asked her that so we can catch her in a quick lie.
She said right after the hospital.
Huh?
She said right after the hospital, after you got done seeing Italia.
No. So what time was that?
What does it matter what time? If it's 2 hours, 6 hours, you went right after and asked about a GoFundMe. That's what we're trying to talk about.
No, that's a lie. That's all a lie. Look when. Okay, so look when the date was posted. This is all lies.
Okay.
Look when the thing was posted. Number one, that's the first lie. Number two, all right. So ask her to show you guys me calling her. Show that, or any of them family members. Another lie. Okay. I can reface majority of stuff that she's saying.
Okay.
And that's one thing. That's why I get really hyped up, because when someone starts spewing lies and untruths. Now, if she says I was beating up her daughter, show me the police reports. Produce that. If I was such an endangerment to these individuals, she's no different than Veronica, what she did. Bronco,
Okay, so
you know
let's
what? Person. Huh?
let me address the GoFundMe thing too.
Okay.
So let's talk about it because no, it's cool. So you mentioned, yeah, when was it issued? So Italia, she was shot and killed August 6, 2020. Both of these GoFundMes were started on August 7, 2020. Not that I know. I don't even know if it really matters really how fast you start a GoFundMe after the person deceased, but this kind of maybe gives credibility that it's maybe possible. But if you're denying it, you're denying it. But that you went right after the hospital and you went to this other woman she claims you have a child with, and asks how to start a GoFundMe. And I guess you both started a GoFundMe the same day, Veronica and you.
Okay. All right. So let me diffuse all that.
Okay.
Okay. So at what point, what time? This is some very extreme important. At what time did I go to? This is important because if I sit there and tell you the evidence otherwise, then she's going to try to pick a time that will suit her cause. All right. So what I'm telling you is that this is lies because straight after the hospital, law enforcement told me to go home. And I said, hell no. Where did I go? I went straight to Italia's house, the mother's house, Italia, my real daughter. Okay. I went to her house. And that's when I went to there, I went to the tape. Remember I told you I went there, and then I asked for whoever the head person was, and then I told him to go get the head person that was there. And then from that, I waited, and then after that, I met up with the real grandmother of my daughter, and that's when I asked her, well, who was there, particular people was there. Now, then the head detective came up to me because I wanted to talk to her. So she took me to the police station. Okay. Mm-hmm. So after the police station, I was there till like about, I think it was, don't quote me on, I don't want to say that evidence, but it was pretty close around, I don't know who that Latina Pittman, she's always a drag queen. What's that? Deanna Pittman. I don't know who the hell that is. She's like been following me or something. Everywhere I go, she go. But I don't care. Hey, listen, now I tell you got all facts of everything I say I do, right? So my track can be traced. No problem at all. Okay? And as far as that video showing evidence, Santiago says, can we see where he paid towards the funeral? Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Because you're going to see that I paid my portion of half of that, okay? Excuse me. All right, so moving forward. So after, when I first went to the hospital, I went to Italia's house, and then from there, law enforcement took me to the precinct where we sat down and was being interviewed for, I think, up until like about 2 o'clock. All right. So after that, I went back. In fact, I got video footage. Here we go. I was just looking at some video footage. Right after I left the interview, I went back to the house because the lights were all on. And I knocked on them. I got video footage. I'd be happy to get you. All you got to do is when you look at the video, I don't think you can change the time and date on that. But you right-click, and you look in the properties, it should tell you when the video was shot. I was there because I recorded me being there. Okay? So she's lying. So that's why now that the proof's out there, tell me. So I'm supposed to be at her house like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning? Okay. Lies. And listen, I'm no angel. I made mistakes. But I'm telling that woman right there, majority of the stuff she's talking about is lies. Okay? And there's a whole over-exaggeration of everything. Okay? But the thing is, when it comes to Italia, we're not talking about her. That's why I'm skipping because she's insignificant to this case of Italia. If you want to open up a new case and say, hey, Vennie, can you come back on the platform? We want to talk about that. That's not a problem. We can do that. Okay? But I'm here for my daughter. It's not about me. But one thing I am, with regards to my daughter's case, I'm bringing nothing but fire of facts. Nothing but 100% facts. Okay?
So,
and you're right.
As far Okay, so as far as the video, you said, I know you said that Veronica's other child's on there, so you don't want to just post it like that. Maybe we can work something out. But so, what exactly did you do? You recorded yourself on video doing what?
As far as what time period are you talking about?
We're talking about the whole like funeral services, payment, the GoFundMe thing.
Oh yeah. So okay. So that's when. Okay. So to be honest, I'm gonna let the guy back because I'm filing charges on the mother for a false report on me. And in fact, I got to meet up with law enforcement tomorrow because
I saw you posted a video about something about false reporting.
Yeah. So now, see, when I went down there, they was trying to take it as a tit for tat. And so what I did, I contacted Internal Affairs. All right. So now now they're looking at the whole different thing. So because they was trying to send me to civil court. I said, no, this is a criminal matter. Because I'm speaking out with my daughter, my real daughter, Italia Lomelli Graham, because I'm speaking out on my daughter, and the mother wants to shut me down, don't want me to say stuff, because there's elements of this case. I don't care what anybody says. It's the child neglect and child endangerment. So that's what I'm after. We need to find a, and she's to this point is protecting the two boyfriends. We don't need community support. We don't need a community to come forward. We need the family to come forward. Look at the grandma's, this other person is claiming, the other person that called in, all right, I don't know, man. She's sitting there saying, like, what, I'm supposed to kill my own daughter? Really?
Yeah, I think she was reaching with that, but. All right, man.
Hold on, say Spivey. Who's this person, Spivey? Are you trying to get clout, dude, or what?
She's a subscriber and supporter, yeah.
What the hell? What's wrong with you? You're not listening. I got facts. Don't jump to conclusions until you hear the facts. Fraud. What the hell? Come on. Rachel, what are you trying to get clout?
I think you let the chat get to you a lot too, man. That's what I noticed with you when we talk behind the scenes.
Sense. Listen, this is about my daughter, and people, y'all just riffing and saying this and that. Yeah, I talk about Bron. Of course I do. I care about my daughter. How you figure I don't care about? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Let me stop looking at this, man. It's like crazy. But anyways, look, the whole moral of the story, no one else is talking about my daughter. No one's pushing my daughter's agenda. She's been murdered. And the mother is she's sacrificing my daughter's justice to protect the two individuals that should be coming forward. End of story. That's what it's all about. All right? Because nobody's seen the shooter. No one's seen the shooter. So they know who it is because of community talk.
Somebody posted too, and we're going to wind down so I can take callers to let people, but somebody posted, if Ventina isn't your daughter, why were you in the hospital with my sister while she was giving birth? Is that true?
Who's that? Who's saying that?
You
talking Italia?
No,
Italia?
This is Ventina. If Ventina isn't your daughter.
I was at Italia. I got pictures. I was at Italia's hospital. I was there.
Ventina.
Well, that little girl has nothing to do with this case.
So you're not going to answer that?
Has nothing to do with it. No, not this time, no.
Okay.
We can make another show. This will be a whole new show if you want that. If you want to get that, I'll be happy to come on. But there's no relevance to this.
So if I start a whole nother video and story about Ventina, you'll come on?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Sure.
All right, man.
But what I'm saying is that the focus, people can say like that, but when I sit there and show you proof, then I guess that makes people look like, they got their foot in their mouth. It's shady. People say, are you kidding me? How y'all judge? You don't know the fact. I'm going to say it like this. The sister, Natalie, she posts all this riffraff about me and it's false. All this stuff is comes from, they even try to defraud me on the GoFundMe account. They had somebody that was actually on the news, and he sat there and he said, I just got off the phone. I got all the evidence, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. This case is way bigger. The other person on the other channel, they didn't do that good of a job because everything was all scattered. I like the way you do because you're more organized.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And this is I'm not trying to attack you or anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to bring in all different perspectives, and then at the same time, at the end of the day, this still gets attention on Italia, which is the most important thing, to find what happened, but all right, man, I appreciate you coming on.
All right, hold on a second. How are we supposed to show these other truths You know, I mean, if people are so ripping about
listen,
this,
if you have the
little
video
girl,
with the whole funeral thing that was paid, and you want me to make the edits and modify to take out the little girl, the daughter that's in the video, I can do that for you. I can blur it out, and I'll sit there and I'll edit it for you if you want me. I have no problem doing that.
And also, I mean, as long as people are talking about this other little girl, because obviously this other person that came online, they just try and get some clout off of this, for whatever reason. And then we're going to let the cat out of the bag is why they're doing what they're doing, okay? Because now they're going to force me to bring the truth out as far as certain aspects of what they're talking about.
Let me ask you something real quick, too, before you head off. Are you 50? Is that true?
What relevance does that have?
So you're not going to answer that either? Okay.
No, because that would only whatever. Yeah, I'm 50.
Okay. All right.
Why not?
All right,
Why not be truthful, right?
Yo, don't let the chat get to you, man. Try not to, because it's, you know, there's people from all over.
It don't matter. You know, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young looking dude. That don't mean like that. You know, I was a virgin all the way until I was like about 20. So what? You know.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on. You know, reach out to me behind the scenes if you want me to edit that video.
This is really unresolved because a lot of stuff on here is unresolved. You know, everybody's playing attack me. All this stuff that's being said has nothing to do with Italia. Now, I've been very forthcoming with you about all my stuff. I got nothing but evidence on that stuff. I'm highly interactive with my kids. There's no refuting that. Look at my pictures. People are so stupid on this chat. I'm serious. I mean, they don't want to look at facts. Stuff. It don't make no sense. It makes no sense.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. It's a little rough. I know Vennie wants to keep. No problem, man. All right. We'll talk, man. Just reach out to me. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
$10.
Let me all right, so I'm gonna open up the lines. That was kind of rough. I knew it was gonna be, when I spoke to this person earlier, I knew it was gonna be kind of a mess. And I knew, thank you for the super chats, people. Mr. Vennie requested our opinion. Oh, by the way, Tiara and Tiona, if you want to call in, DM me. I mean, I'm gonna put the line out, but if you want to put your area codes, I can take you first. You said that was your sister. Lisa, thank you for the super chat too, and Spivvy. I really appreciate you guys supporting. And like you said, I'm biased for the kids, so I really don't. We'll go all the way. You know what I'm saying? We'll do whatever. But I do want to be fair too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be fair. And at the end of the day, we'll see if we can get some attention for Italia. I wanted to ask him more. Vennie, when I spoke to Vennie before, he told me that he's kind of a little bit long-winded. So and I can be like that to myself. I say I'm going to end the stream and I'm going for like hours. Phone lines are open. Karen said, thank you for the super chat. Like you said, this has nothing to do with his daughter, real daughter. For the people that call in, there's the phone number, Tiara Tiona. I put the phone number there. For the people that call in, you guys can tell me too. Give me your opinion. I want to know, is this relevant or not? Do you think this is relevant? Was this a waste of time to interview this person? I think it was relevant. Vennie feels it wasn't. Some people feel it does. Some people feel it wasn't. I mean, there was a couple of things with Italia I thought that was mentioned, but he denied. So, okay, we got some callers calling in. I am single. And I love it. It's the best thing ever. I don't have to deal with this crazy drama and all this. I'm gonna be nice. I love it. I love being single. All right. 754. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, iCkEdMeL. This is Stacy. How are you?
Stacy, good. Are you from? We talked on Facebook. Is this the right Stacy? We talk all the time.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's me.
Thank you for calling. I would love to know your thoughts.
So first, I just want to say I am very sorry that he lost his daughter. This case is beyond me, and I think it is so sad. Any child that loses their life, that is just horrible, period, point blank. Second, I want to say, if he's got this evidence, bro, let us see it. Send it to iCkEdMeL. He can put it on a slide, bro. I done sent him all kinds of stuff he put on a slide. Let us see the evidence.
Yeah, I'll edit it. I'll edit it and fix it. I can blur out the child if that's the concern.
Exactly. So if he's got all this evidence, I am truly sorry he lost his child, but let us see the evidence. This woman calling in shows us his character. It has everything to do with Italia. It shows us what kind of father he was, if he was really involved.
All right. What do you think about the whole GoFundMe thing?
The whole GoFundMe thing, I think, is absurd. I can't stand people that create multiple GoFundMes. You got one thing. You created a GoFundMe for her funeral. Use it for her funeral. If it's anything left, put it into a trust fund or something like that. Don't use it for other priorities, quote unquote, in your life. You need to create another GoFundMe for that and let people fund for that. Anything that was left over, when he found out about the headstone, it should have been put directly to the headstone. There should have been not ever another GoFundMe created for a headstone. He should have kept that money for a rainy day until he found out all the facts.
Right.
And that's just how I feel. But you have a great night, Mel, and I appreciate everything you do, bro.
I appreciate your support, and when you message me and you send me links and you help me out sometimes too, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night.
You too. Thanks. Okay, that was Stacy. And I'm going to ask, too, that the same Vennie don't call back in and Grandma don't call back in, because I think people already, I mean, if at the end you want to touch up and say some opinions. 321, I think I know who this is. 321, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Bro, you already know who it is.
Doctor.
Hey,
So what's
Dr.
your thoughts,
Mel,
man?
Dr. Mel.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Dr. Mel, you know, I've been low key, man. You know, the live you did the other night, I was quiet. You know, I wanted to help the people. The live you did
Which one?
yesterday during the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
That was priceless, bro.
Yeah, I had fun with you.
I couldn't even, bro. That live was like,
good.
live was monumental. You hear me? Like, I was watching that live. I dropped my phone like 3 times. Like, my dogs was laughing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dog looked at me and was like, man, your homeboy Mel tripping. And I'm like, yeah, Condoleezza, he tripping. You know
some
what
people
I mean?
told me too.
All right,
Two of
so
my friends told me. Yeah.
Mel, I'm mad. Cara said Lord like 6 times. So, you know, every time Cara say Lord, I got a drinking game. When Cara say Lord, I take a shot, right? So I'm halfway faded. Let me tell you how I feel about this. And no disrespect to anybody that called in. All of you people that called in, it's about to go there. No cursing, no. All of you people that called in, I never heard you mention this dead baby. So let me tell you one thing that I got a problem with. Whatever personal shit you motherfucker, oh Lord, whatever personal things you individuals have going on, y'all need to be pushing a movement for justice for the dead baby. I don't give a damn that you 50 years old, Holmes. I don't care how many kids you got, family. And to the grandma, I'm sorry, but if you saw this dude sliding up in your daughter, you should have ended that in the first place. But what I want is justice for this baby. And the fact that none of y'all talked about that gave me a whole half a headache. So let me say this thing right here, man. If y'all not gonna seek justice for y'all, for your child, for your grandchild, iCkEdMeL and his community, that's what we gonna do. We gonna try to find these killers because y'all so wrapped up in y'all personal shit that y'all don't even give a damn about the baby that's gone. Like, I'm tired of these babies getting killed, and then all I hear is ran. How many kids he got? I don't care how many kids this dude got. I care about the child he lost. Now, Vennie, I don't mean no disrespect, bro. And I can drop the address if you want to come see me.
No, don't do that, bro.
Your defense was kind of foolery, bro. Like, I felt like you might have lost your movement arguing with these women as opposed to just standing up and being true about your daughter. Now, the thing that I don't understand about Vinny, and you got to explain this to me. I'm country. I'm from South Carolina. We not doing no GoFundMe because $11,000 ain't but 11 family members giving $1,000. So if let me say that again slow. $11,000 ain't nothing but my family. 11 of them giving $1,000. If I need their help in the first place. But if I choose to impregnate a woman before I even get her pregnant, we already got a savings account, bro. So I'm not judging you. I just need explanation on how a man can have that many children and not have no wives. You know, Mel, I'm like you. I'm screaming single life right now.
Yeah.
But if I created a child, Mel, if I created a child before the child was ever created, I would have a wife. I'm not gonna be no baby daddy. I'm gonna be an ex-husband before I'm a baby daddy. And bro, breathe. It just bothered me that everybody in this conversation was so selfish. And I'm looking at your chat like, damn, I love my man chat. Because the chat was the only people seeking justice for the baby that got murdered. Everybody else calling in was trying to prove their point. I don't care what y'all point is. Let's find the shooter for the baby, bro.
All right, man. Thanks, Jason, man. I appreciate
Melvin, I'm sorry
coming
for
through.
I'm sorry for cursing, man.
You're good.
Melvin, I just get, you know, that you know, I still got that little Quentin thing on my head about these babies dying, bro. And it's like, man, when I see when I bro, out of respect for you, I listened to this whole thing, man. I had a headache since 7:30. Like, bro, they arguing about who cares who the grandma and the blah blah blah. They never discussed the baby that died, bro. How you want me to feel about it? But look, man, shout out to Queen Maddie. You know, that's the baddest queen I ever met. And you know, we just gonna keep it amazing. That's what we gonna do. And I apologize for cursing. Love, bro.
No, you're good, man. Thank you for the call, bro. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
All right.
Yep.
That's Dr. Jason. I want to try to get in the sister if we can. And I just want to say quickly to thank you for everybody being here in the chat, you know, giving your opinions and people calling in. I really appreciate the support. It does mean a lot to me. So, and especially for stories, one of the goals that I always wanted to on the channel is that we can cover stories that aren't really popular in the news and the algorithm doesn't care. And so we can still bring light to some of these stories, you know, and all the different stuff and all the noise. I do have different opinions. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I do have different opinions, I guess. Okay, let me see if this is the sister. There's 843. So let me take this one here. 843.
Hello?
Hi, how you doing? Who's this?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Is this the sister?
That's good. Yes, this is.
Okay, so let's be clear. Whose sister are you?
I'm Kaylin's sister. This is Ventina's auntie.
Ventina's auntie. Okay. Thank you for calling.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what did you want to say? Well, you said what did you want to say as far as this whole situation and Ventina, you know, or even, have you ever met Italia?
Well, yes, sir. I have met Italia before. He has brought Italia over to our house, and my little twin sisters, they have been babysitting Italia. Okay. And let me go back to that morning after Italia's death. He came knocking on the door because I got up and I opened the door. I told him to wait outside. Let me go get my sister. When I went to go get her, I said, Kaylin, Vennie is outside. So I came back outside. And he was like, you know, my daughter just passed away. So he was kind of sad. I was like, okay, well, you can come stand in the living room and you can wait. So I went down the hall, and by the time I came back down the hall, he's already down there at my sister's door. So I went down there and I said, I told you, she said, to give her a minute because she's getting ready, so you can wait. I'm talking to him, and my sister's like, no, you don't have to say anything to him. You can just talk, because he knows, like, I don't play with him. Vennie likes to control women, and he likes to take advantage of women who are gullible enough to let him take advantage of. But he's not going to do it to me. Vennie came here that morning. He started a GoFundMe. He even spent the night here that night, and he left the next morning.
The day that he came for the whole GoFundMe thing, he actually spent the night that same day too?
He surely did.
Okay. And I don't know, I'm just thinking, what an unfortunate situation.
Very unfortunate, and I'm so sorry about Natalia. That is so sad. But it's sad. It's even sadder that he's making a GoFundMe for his own causes other than her.
Right. And was he doing maintenance? Like all that, the whole story that was being told earlier, was he there at one point, like doing maintenance in the apartment or whatever, like for the landlord and all that from Anikia?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yes, he was doing it in the house, and he had his own little business or company going. I also went to work with him a few times when my sister couldn't make it, and we were out one evening.
Are you the
we went
person
out for lunch before?
that supposedly he hit on or something?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
We were at Subway. We went to lunch before we went downtown to go to someone else's house to do work. And we were just talking, and in the conversation, he basically told me that he would like for me to work with him, but he can't have me work with him because I'm not gullible. And he's going to say that's a lie because he already told me it. But, it's the truth. I wouldn't let him take advantage of me, so of course he wouldn't want me to work with him. If you're not on Vennie's side, he don't like you. If you do not agree with him, he don't like you.
Okay.
There's
All right.
no way. He has a problem with everyone. He has a problem with everybody who just don't, agree with him.
All right. Well, thank you for calling me. Any other final thoughts, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
And
for.
the guy who called earlier about my mom, he was talking about grandma. That's my mother. I apologize for her because you're right. This has nothing to do with Natalia at all. When this is what it's about. But guess what? She said that. The point came across. People needed to see Vennie's true colors. Now they see it. They needed to see his character. He can come on here. He can say anything he wants. He can say everything. He said he got receipts. Show him. He's talking about these pictures he have with Natalia. 1 or 2 pictures you take when you with her, like I don't know how much he sees her, how much he saw her. I don't know. But I promise you, the pictures he has, that doesn't amount up to the, what he's saying. He can show you pictures all he wants, but once, twice.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
That's it.
All right.
Thank you for having me on.
Thanks. Okay, so let me take this other person that's been holding for 10 minutes. 843. Hello, who's this? Hello? I'm echoing in the background. Hello? I don't want to have to put you on hold. You've been holding for a while. 843? All right, I'm going to put them on hold for now. We'll get back to them after this next call. Okay. 404. How you doing? Where you calling from? 404?
Hello.
Hey. How you doing? Who is this?
This is Sabrina.
Sabrina, hey, welcome.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, not bad. What are some of your thoughts on all this going on?
It's a mess. Okay, the grandmother of the other child. I feel like it was disrespectful for her to call in to be talking about the other grandchild, which is about Vennie's other daughter, the one that passed away. I understand that she wants people to know what's going on with her daughter and the grandchild, but at this point, it's not about them. Like Vennie said, which I do agree with that. it need to be a whole nother show for that.
Okay.
Yes, for his character, what's going on with that situation right there. Which all of it is a mess because he got a lot of kids, and that's what you'll get from different women. It's just gonna be messy all the way around.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah. But I mean, even when the other grandmother was, well, you know, he claimed he don't know if he is his child or not. So I don't know to say grandmother or not. But anyway, the lady, she claimed that he might have had something to do with his daughter, therefore whatever. That is so disrespectful. I don't really think that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I do kind of believe that it might have did have something to do with Italia mother, boyfriends, or whoever else was in the house. I do believe it has something to do with that.
Okay.
And I just hope everything, you know, he get everything straightened out with, you know, his deceased daughter, because it's just a lot of back and forth with him and, you know, the mother and stuff like that. And it's just a sad situation. But the other caller, she needs to like put that to the side, because it seems like she is trying to get clout or whatever, attention to what's going on with her daughter and the other granddaughter, which no, she needs to lay back on that. That ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. Period.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate you calling in, sharing your thoughts.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so we got one there. We got one there for Vennie. So let me take okay, let me try this person again. 843. 843, how you doing? Where are you calling from? Hello. Hey, is this Vennie again?
So, this is me, sir.
Hey.
So I see a lot of people that people are trying to figure out what's going on. Right? If people stop being so ignorant of facts, go to the GoFundMe account. It's transparent. Read it what it says. I already explained, because I don't want the same thing to happen to my other daughter, who is 13 years old or 12 years old. Excuse me. She's 13 years old. Okay. So I stayed in there. Whatever, you know, money's left over, I was going to get an attorney so I get visitation rights, because they're more articulate when it comes to things. So, I mean, just read it. And if y'all want me to show you my documents so that I did acquire an attorney, I'll be happy to do that. Not a problem. It's all about facts. But everybody's missing a point. They're trying to make it all about me. I'm a very good father to my kids. Am I perfect as a human being? No, I'm not. But let's put everybody else's story on, you know, on this video. It takes a lot of guts to do this kind of thing. But again, it's not about me. And for those who's asking which daughter, is for my 12-year-old daughter by another woman. Okay? My twins, they come see me. They come from another state. They came and see me. My daughter did for the funeral. All right? Giacomo, I have no problems with my son's mom. We're not together. I have no problem with him. She's a kind of woman she's the kind of woman that all women should be like. Let me say that again. She's the kind of woman all women who have children by other people should be like. And I prophesied, you know what? I'm gonna put some more salt. I put that woman through some stuff, and she separate my bullshit. Let me say it again. She separate my bullshit, and she identifies me from separate from being a father. She knows I'm a good father, so I'm there for my kids. Okay? So let that be clear. This is not about all this riff-raff drum. This got nothing to do with it. This has to do with my daughter. No one else is going publicly about my daughter. All right? So all the people who are sitting there, you know, shame on all y'all in the chat room. I have not done anything. Y'all say show me the paperwork that I beat her. Show this information. This family right here tells a lot of lies. All right? I'm not saying that everything that they're saying is a lie, but the majority of it is. It's over dramatized. You'd have to know. That's why I really want to speak on it. That's why I said, because it's not about them. It's about my real daughter, Italia Lomelli Graham, who lost her life out of neglect. Okay? So that's what the real thing is. It's not about me. It's about my daughter. So people in the chat room, those on Facebook, YouTube, stick to the truth. Stick to the facts. The fact is, my daughter got a bullet in her head, and she's gone. Okay? That's y'all want facts, that's fact. All right? There's nothing fraudulent I've done with anything in regards to this case. I told exactly what I did with the money. You know? All the money went either to the funeral and to acquire an attorney. That's where the money. There was nothing bought personally. All right? So I don't know how funerals go, but I had already acquired an attorney, and I thought the payment of the funeral was gone. I said, wow, I got all this extra money. You know, I don't want the same thing to happen to my other daughter. I didn't get a chance to protect Italia. I was very interactive, despite what the mother said. I got evidence. So when y'all was sitting all this and that, and Christy ran up, stop running your mouth. You don't know facts. You run your mouth, you don't got no facts. Show me the proof of anything out there. If they saying that I'm this bad person, I kept doing this and that, show me the paperwork. All right? End of story. So shut all that up. This is about my daughter, not about that dumb stuff y'all talking about. I'm a good father to my daughter. That's the end of story. The truth. All right? That's all I got to say about that. Y'all, I don't care about all that negativity. We accept your little comments. You know, the people in the chat room who are pushing the narrative of justice for my daughter, thank you, everybody.
All right, man. Thanks, bro. Stay in touch, man.
And hey, just let me know when you want the information so these clowns in the chat room can shut up. You know,
if you have a video clip, you can send it to me now, and I can edit it.
Okay.
I mean, after the
So
stream.
how do I send it? Oh, wait a minute. I know.
You can either like upload it to
I
like
could do
Google
Facebook, right?
or
Facebook. I could do it to Facebook.
you could try Facebook. I don't know if the quality will be good or not. Hey, Linz, I don't know if the quality will be good or not, but you could send it to if you have to like
I'll
Google.
send it to your chat. I'll send it to your chat. So give me a second. Allow everybody to talk so I can set everybody up on this stuff, man. This is ridiculous.
All right.
Don't
Okay,
question my truth. That's all I gotta say. Don't question my truth. If I tell you I got fake, if I tell you I got facts and proof and all that, don't question that. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm just fed up with this crap, man. It's not about me. It's about my daughter. And all these people that saying all these stupid comments has nothing to do with my daughter. My daughter's justice. So shut up, Lindsay.
Oh, Jesus.
Stupid clowns, man.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Y'all talking about the wrong thing, man. Talk about justice. Pissed off, man. Don't piss me off.
All right, man. We'll reach out. It takes some time. Just cool down a little bit. Yeah, I know you're probably not used to the social media stuff.
I'm gonna send that video, okay?
Okay.
Give me
All
a
right.
second.
Okay. We'll talk, man.
All right.
All right. I mean, I'll keep an eye out for it for what he's saying. I want to get to these two other callers. Linz, you're so far out, I couldn't even tell you. She said, "What's going on?" I couldn't even tell you. It's like going through a whole day of craziness, and it's like, hey, what happened? You're gonna have to go back. I'm sorry. Okay, 510. Let me take this call. 510. How you doing? Where you calling from? Thank you for holding, by the way. 510. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing.
That's me.
Hey.
It's me, Gigi.
Gigi from Cali.
Gigi.
How you doing?
Yes,
What is your
can you hear me?
thoughts? Yes, we hear you clear. What's your thoughts on all this?
Hey, okay, great. Yes, Kelly. My thoughts is that I'm all about his daughter also. Like, the child, I mean, people, see, we got to understand, and I took psychology, and people have to understand that people can grieve in different stages, in different forms. You know, you go through shock, and it may come off wrong. It may come off like, I mean, he may seem extra, but he may be like, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, he's trying to convince us that he's correct about his, and that sometimes I'm like, because I'm asking, where's the mom at? Where's the boyfriend at? What's going on? Because I'm not really understanding the full story, and why is everybody ready to call him a liar? I'm not seriously thinking that, look, I don't know the evidence at hand for me. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know what happened to this baby. All I know is we need to find out what happened to this baby. At the end of the day, I can't sit there and point fingers, you know? I mean, I can ask questions, but I cannot point fingers. So I never came to attack him, because then it reminded me when I saw, I said, oh yeah, I know this story about little Italia. And I'm like, yeah, baby girl, yeah, he came on your show. He did a full interview and he showed his children, and she was holding her little brother, and she said, no, she doesn't want to go home. She wants to stay with daddy.
Right.
Can you imagine? Like, fathers don't get a break sometimes. And you got to wonder, who is behind it? Who are we keeping safe? We're not keeping our kids safe. Who are we keeping safe? I don't, look, to tell you the truth, in my life, I don't keep nobody around my child that is not deserving to be around my kid. You cannot know. Whatever I know, you don't need to know my address, nothing. I keep my distance.
Right.
And like you said, yes, it's nice to be freaking free. It's nice to be like, I'd rather be in my own misery than be with anybody that's going to cause me problems. But I'm sorry, excuse me. I know I usually come with the fun, but
no, it's okay.
Lately, I've been feeling myself, and I'm tired of hearing these children dying for no cause.
Yep.
You know, I mean, poor baby. I mean, what did she do but be a baby? Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just gonna, that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you, Gigi.
I'm sorry for your loss, Vennie, and I'm sorry for anybody's loss. I mean, regardless, I know what grieving feels like, and it's hard for some people to swallow. It's hard for people to understand and gravitate to, so they want to put the blame game. And we need to stop blaming each other about certain things we don't understand. We don't know the circumstances at hand. We weren't there. We're not that fly in the wall, like I said. We're not the one sitting there. We weren't there.
Right.
All right. I'm going to go.
All right, Gigi. Thank you again. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye. So I'm going to take this next caller, 803, 1 second. And see, we got a lot of different opinions, man. You know, some people for Vennie, some people against Vennie, some people thought the interview was pointless. Some people thought it was relevant. She reached out to me a while back, days ago, and I spoke to her a little bit. And today we did a one-on-one interview offline. I don't like to do interviews live streaming. We did it with Vennie because the thing got messed up, the video editor, and so we just did it on the fly. Okay, let me take this person. I'm thinking a lot of things, but let me take this person. 803, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Yes, I prefer not to say my real name, if that's okay.
Sure, no problem.
I'm calling for Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
So I want to shed some light on Vennie here because I actually personally know him.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a little bit of insight. So I'm just all I'm trying to do is shed the truth on what I know. And this is not just coming from some random person online or anything. This is from talking to him and actually like on an everyday basis. He's gonna probably be upset about this, but I think that it's crucial because this is about Italia Lomelli. This is only about Italia. So me and Mr. Lomelli, we've been in a relationship recently.
Recently, okay. How recent? We're talking like after the whole Italia situation or before?
I mean, like up until yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
So all week he's been doing live video streams on SP News Nuggets channel on YouTube. So he's been answering a lot of questions with her. One thing I just want to, this isn't about me at all. This is about Italia. The good things I have to say about Vennie is that he is a good father. You know, I video call with him all day. He's taking care of his son. The only thing that, I mean, we don't even hardly talk about us. We talk about the baby. Like, we're only talking about Italia. Like, I actually, I don't want to give too much insight because it's something that, it's just a certain way that he wants this case to go. He only wants to give facts. He wants it in chronological order. He actually, this is all he do all day. He's worrying about the case. Like, there's a lot of evidence that he has that points that this could potentially be the fault of someone in the house that night of the shooting.
He has stated that a couple of times. Yeah. Right.
And that's something that, that needs to be taken into accountability. I wish people really would listen to him. I know there's a lot of people in the comments who don't like how he talked to the woman. I'm not going to say grandmother. I don't know who she is. But I know, he got pretty mad about that and didn't want to answer her questions. Because, to be honest, this isn't about the other children. This is about Italia. Mm-hmm. So with doing some research with him, he's looking a lot into the house. He's looking a lot into the bullets, and there's a lot of bullets that are actually coming from. So if you're in the house shooting outside the house, the glass that everybody's focusing on, most of the bullets in there are coming from inside the house shooting. And if
this is the front
if the
door.
baby girl was
This
in
is
the
the front
house,
door.
Italia's in the house, and you're shooting, and she could have been shot by one of the suspects accidentally. A lot of people really should be looking into the crime scene. The police isn't really they're not really doing a good job at that. And he's like the only one who actually cares about this girl. And I think that's where a lot of people's not listening to they're not listening to him, but he's the only one who really, those bullets right there. Yeah, I see what you're pointing at. A lot of them are coming from, if you go to the view from the living room towards the hallway, I don't want to put too much of his stuff out there because, this is his work with his daughter, but he really cares about her. I mean, He's a caring person. The reason why we're not working out has nothing to do with him. He's never called me out my name or anything. That's separate from everything, but he's a good person. He's a good guy. And to me, I think that the mother personally, I think they're covering something up, because if you go back to the sister's post on Facebook, Natalie's post, she's saying, Italia, we love you, we miss you, but we remain loyal to each other. And I feel like, what are you remaining loyal to? This is your niece, this is your daughter, and they're protecting these criminals, they're protecting these suspects in the house. Okay, one of them always keeps a gun on him, and he's clumsy, and it's just, I think the comments, they're going to focus on what they want. They have the right to say whatever they want in there. I would get defensive too if people were calling me things that don't define me. But as far as the type of work he do repairs on homes. He is self-employed. But anyways, I don't want to, I'd rather him tell his own story, but I think he's a good guy, good dad. He do have a lot of babies, but that was one thing that attracted me to him, because I think he is a father person. I'm over here on video call with him, and I'm seeing him spend time with his son. He really appreciates his son's mother because she lets him be around. I see that. Nobody's forcing him to take care of that baby. He wants to take care of that baby. He wants to take care of his older child. He's trying to get, and I know there's people in here who doesn't want to hear this. I mean, they want me to say bad things about him, but I'm not going to say bad things about him. I mean, that has nothing to do with Italia. The only thing that concerns me is that he's the only one who really cares about what happened to her. He's going to that house. He's investigating it, and he's doing the police job better than them. And the reason why they're not really listening to him that much, I think, is because of the birth certificate and things. That's his daughter. But I'm not gonna talk too long. Like I said, he probably don't appreciate me being on here. But
Well, when you first called in, you were saying that like he's probably not gonna like what you have to say. But I don't understand anything that you said. Why wouldn't he like what you said? It sounded pretty positive to me.
it's positive. The reason why I said he may not like that, like I said, it's kind of just, I don't know. I think that because he's, I don't know. It's kind of like I'm low key in the case myself, because I'm not gonna say how, but I was following him up with the case, and I can't really say too much on that. All I can say is I was helping him with it, and it kind of compromises my identity to what I'm doing. And like I said, I think people need to focus more on that house and what they're hiding. It's crazy how the mother isn't speaking up about anything. She completely says she doesn't know anything. She lies about who was at the house that night, what time they left, and nobody wanted to hear that. Everybody wanted to feel sorry because she's the mother. But I mean, if your house gets shot up several times, why are you keeping your child there? Why are you keeping your child in that environment when you could have sent her off with her father, who wants to be a part of her life? But you know what? As far as the GoFundMe, I do know that he do need that money for her headboard, what is that piece called?
Yeah, I'm forgetting too now. Yeah, the headstone.
Right.
Yeah.
The part that goes over the grave. She deserves that. She deserves a good one of those. He needs help with that. But anyways, I know that he's trying to get custody. I know he's trying to take care of his oldest daughter. I know a lot of women he's talked to done him wrong. One of them has him on child support. But anyways, he's a loving dad. If you look at his videos on Facebook, you can see him taking care of the babies and spending time with them. They seem to be happy. I feel really bad about Italia. I really want to find out what happened. I think people really need to listen to that and stop worrying about how many kids in general he have. I think they need to focus on that night and who knows something. And to be honest, I think that the mother and her boyfriend and the sister, Natalie, her boyfriend, they were shooting in the house, okay? They were shooting back at the person on foot. They were shooting back, and nobody wanted to sit here and say that they could have shot that baby. Nobody want to talk about that, and it needs to be talked about. And I think the mother needs to talk. Veronica needs to talk. But anyways, I think they need to listen to Vennie and hear and see that he cares. I mean, why would he be on here with you? Why would he be on here with you if he didn't care about his daughter's death? He wouldn't have all this evidence. He wouldn't have been trying to talk to her all that time. One moment, please. Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't have been trying to go to the house and see his daughter if he didn't care. And nobody cares about that. All they care about is he has videos on Facebook, and he's not making anything a habit. I mean, come on. The problem is why the mother's not doing anything. If my baby was shot, if I had a baby, my baby was shot, I'll be right here. And I'll be doing what he's doing.
Right. Let me ask you just a quick. Somebody posted. I don't know if they were talking about you. This was a while back. Somebody said he exploited your son the other day, putting him on live to prove he's a good dad. Was that? I don't know what that's about. Was that towards you? Was that anything about you?
He exploded your son the other day, putting him on live to. Oh, sorry, Tracy.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's not my child, honey. That baby boy, that's his son. That's his youngest son. That's not my child. The mother, that's not who. He's not with her. So.
Okay.
That's not my baby, and he didn't exploit his child. He's taking care of his baby. I was actually there I was actually, that's the crazy part about it. I know exactly what she's talking about because, like I said, I was with him at that time.
Okay.
The mother dropped him off because she lets him see his child because he wants to be there for his child. And he was taking care of the baby, Gigi. He was taking care of the baby. And he had to go on the live to talk about Italia. And what he's supposed to do, put his baby in another room? He had the baby right there. He's taking care of his child.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling it and giving your thoughts and your personal experience with Vennie.
No problem. I felt a little nervous about it, but I think that a little bit of light needs to be shined back on the case on Italia Lomelli. I pray she gets justice. She didn't deserve that. And the only person I see trying to get justice for her is Vennie Lomelli. And I thank you for having me on here. And
Thank you. I appreciate
y'all
it.
have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Okay, so we have two other callers, and hey, man, we gotta, we let everybody come in and say how they feel, whether they're for or against. Let me take these two other calls. let me see here. 972.
Okay. Hi, ickEdMeL. It's
Hey.
me, Tracy.
Tracy.
I'm the one that just made the post. I knew it was her voice because I heard her in the background. And
Okay.
when I said he exploited the baby because he's doing too much, trying to prove that he's such a good father. Any good father does not have to go on all these different platforms and try to prove how good of a father he is. When you first did the story, because I did hear it or see it first on your platform, I was all behind him. But when he posted those pictures of Italia deceased in that hospital bed, I lost all respect for him. I understand he wants justice for her. We all do. But that was exploitation as well. Let the baby rest in peace. We already don't know who her killer is. And now you're out here just showing her deceased on live and you staring at the camera. Like, what type of reaction do you want? That's all I need to know. And he doesn't even speak on her like he should. He keeps speaking on all his baby mamas. He tells us his story. We didn't know about his children. We didn't know about all his baby mamas. We didn't know about none of that stuff. We got all of that from him. If he wants justice for his child, he keeps saying he know who done it. He knows the guys who done it. Well, speak. Quit talking about your baby mamas. Quit coming on here. Only thing he want to say is Italia and say her name. She's a Lomelli. She's a Lomelli. So that people can know she's related to him. I get it. He lost his child. But the way he's going about it is not the right way. And that's all I'm trying to say. I do hope he gets justice. But he's making a mockery of her death. He's not trying to get justice. That's how I feel. And that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you calling.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, there was a video. It's on his Facebook. We watched it on the last live stream. It's kind of intense. I'm assuming she was on life support. I don't know if she was deceased or not at the time, and he was talking. So, 985. Let me take the next caller. 985. Hello. How you doing? Where you calling from? Who is this?
Hey, man. This is Deanna from New Orleans.
New Orleans. Wait, who is this from New Orleans?
Deanna.
Oh, hey.
Deanna Pittman.
Wait, Deanna?
Yeah, we're going through a hurricane right now.
Oh, wait, you're Deanna, right? You said Deanna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
we
yeah.
have
You're the
hurricanes
channel
going
member.
over us right now.
And your comment, you join all the time. Thank you. I appreciate it. How you doing? There's a hurricane going on over there. Oh, I'm echoing in the background, I think, too.
Yeah, I'm turning it down. Just so right here, be turned down.
Okay.
Turn it down right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're on
That's no problem.
generator, so okay. All right. Yeah, he wants to get on there. He's making a mockery of her death. This should be about Italia. And first of all of us in the chat, this is your chat room. This is not his chat room.
Right.
And he wants to, say we're jumping on him. No, we want proof. We want, if you're doing this and you're doing that, then show the receipt for that. if you're her real dad, do show the DNA that you're her real dad. You know, and first of all, I have insurance on my children, and I am a nurse, and I do work, and I work very hard, and I don't need to GoFundMe to buy my child, you know, stuff when something happens to them. But you know, that's called you know, you need to keep it in your pants or cover it up or something. You know, you don't need to have that many kids if you can't support that many kids. And that's just the way I feel about it. So, you know, and first of all, like using the rest of that GoFundMe money to get his lawyer for the other kid and stuff. That's to me, that's just a no-go for me. But so you should know how I feel about it, Mel. You know, but he wanted to get on there and start saying stuff about the things me and like Draw the Tingle was saying, you know, in the chat and stuff. But you know, we support this channel for you.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah.
So anyway, all right, dear. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you so
night.
much. Yeah, thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
Okay, baby. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, the chat is kind of wild. I mean, I let him respond too because you know he's gonna respond just like they give it up. But no, I do appreciate the chat. I think I only have like 2 moderators. I don't want like a whole China censorship. Not even China. It's already coming to the U.S. It's already censorship here. But you know, I'll let him respond. 910. Let me take this call. 910. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Jennifer from North Carolina.
Hey, are you which
Hey.
Jennifer are you? Because are you the one that I talk to all the time?
Jenny.
Yes, go ahead. Jenny. Okay, cool. Hey,
Yeah,
how's it going?
yeah.
Thank you for calling.
Hey. Yeah, so to me it's frustrating just to listen to all of this because let's say, okay, he's a bad guy, he was a bad father, like what does it matter? No, I don't think any of that matters. If he, you know, whatever he did, because it's not about him. This is about the little girl. And if he's a suspect in her murder, okay, let's talk about that. If not, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, he is irrelevant to this case, almost, because who is responsible for her getting shot? You know, that's what people should be talking about. You know, are there people around surrounding them? Like, who are the suspects? What evidence do they have? Whether or not he was a good father is like, she has died. That doesn't even matter at this point because the time for that is over. You know, you can't go back. He can't be a better father now, and her mother can't be a better mother. Like, that time has passed. Whether or not people paid child support or did all this stuff, that's over. And
Right.
if people have a problem with the GoFundMe, you know, police will investigate that. And if it's fraud, they will prosecute him for that. I mean, I've seen it happen where people lied about their children having cancer or something, and they got caught up with fraud and had to pay the money back. So if you're concerned about that, you know, report it to the police and they can investigate it.
Right.
The little girl is getting lost in all of this drama and nonsense, and we should be focusing on, like, who else is in that community, who saw something, who knows something.
Right.
So that's what I just feel frustrated. Like, people are just bickering about stuff that really doesn't even matter in the larger scheme of things.
Right.
So that's all I had to say.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you calling, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
All right, Jenny.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So we've cleaned up the calls. What a live stream. I was not expecting all that. I think I have some videos that I can show you guys. We can wind down. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. One of the last live streams that we did was like almost 4 hours. Like, that was really long. And people have a different variety of opinions. It's, I mean, it's interesting to hear. I mean, at the end of the day, it's true. It's like, it's about Italia. There's not like any new information coming out of the story on the case. I mean, I haven't heard nothing new. You know, there's nothing. And what Jenny was saying, like the Italia, that the whole thing's fading away. if you ask me, it's already faded away. That's how the media works. It moves so fast, you know. Vennie does have a lot of pictures. I saw his Facebook. He has a lot of pictures, videos. I did reach out to the mother. Like I said, she didn't respond. I don't know if she can't talk about the case, or I don't know what the situation is, but I did message her on Facebook because I wanted to go straight to her, you know, and she didn't reply. And so the grandmother replied to me. You know, Vennie, well, let me show you a video about Vennie in the news, because he stated, I think when we spoke, that there was a drive-by shooting 2 weeks earlier. There was a drive-by shooting, and then July 4th, there was some sort of altercation. Let me do this. There's a hospital clip. I think this is really small. Let me do this real quick. Hold on a second. A really short clip about the hospital thing.
Thursday, she was taken.
We've lost an innocent life. We never know what she'd grow up to be.
Police say Italia Brown was struck in the head when multiple bullets hit her family's home last Thursday. She was taken to the hospital where she died.
That's that whole hospital situation. On the last live stream, we played it. I'm not going to play that video again, but we did it on the last live stream. People had different opinions about that too, you know. Or somebody called in. Let me play this video clip and then we'll take the caller.
Tonight, rain did not keep family, friends, and gun violence prevention groups from honoring a young life. The coroner's office identified the little girl who was shot and killed last week as Italia Brown. Rachel Ellis was at that vigil where the Evergreen neighborhood had a message for her killer. She's joining us live at the Mount Pleasant, or the Summerville Police Department tonight. Rachel?
Yeah, Dean, good evening. People held umbrellas and threw on raincoats right in front of the little girl's house on Langley Drive. It's where they received these flyers right here as activist groups canvassed the neighborhood. That house is where the little girl was inside, where shots were fired outside.
As rain falls, people in pain find light through song.
I'm still here, and I know she sees me right now.
12-year-old Yolanda Schuler lived down the street from the 5-year-old who was identified by the coroner's office as Italia Brown.
I invited her to my birthday party when she was like a little bit younger.
Like 4 years old.
And she was just having fun and everything, and then all of a sudden this happened and it was hard.
Yolanda says they had a special bond.
We were very close, and like when I asked her if she was my friend, she always used to shake her head no. And then her sister said a few minutes later, she was like, "Oh, can we go to Yolanda's house?" I was like, "I thought she wasn't my friend."
Yolanda stood in the dreary weather as vigil organizers remembered Italia.
A 5-year-old who should have been playing with her Legos, playing with her doll babies, watching her favorite cartoon, but yet she can't do it.
Those signs of childhood innocence still sit outside her home.
We would give her candy, you know, and snacks and stuff like that. And she was very polite.
Innocence taken away by a senseless shooting.
That the people are tired, enough is enough, and they want answers, and we're here tonight to find some answers for the family.
And the Summerville Police Department wants neighbors to turn over any video footage.
I want to show you this other clip. This was from Vennie's Facebook. I think we're going to wind down and call it a night because we're almost at 3 hours. I think we did good tonight. And Vennie came through. I think it was good that we let him come through and, you know, respond. I think he might be on the line again. I'm not sure if that's him.
That was a $5,000 reward. I know. Believe it, bro. All you ready? Listen, keep doing what you're doing. Something gonna goddamn get.
I'm trying to get the video to you.
Oh, I don't care.
Did you message me? Let me check the Facebook stuff. I usually don't check the messages too much while I'm streaming. Let me take a quick look. Facebook only have 23 viewers. Jesus. Facebook's lacking tonight. Let me see real quick. Let me play this.
Hey, bro.
I want
justice. I would like justice. That was my daughter. Italia, that's a pretty little name. Pretty little girl. Hey. I mean,
thanks, Stacey. Have a good night.
That's sad. It's a coward move.
Yeah, and if
Real.
anybody did that to my kid,
I'll
I'd
do
want them
the
fucking
same
home.
thing.
I'd want them dead because you know what? It takes a pussy ass. Sorry, that's it on camera.
Go ahead, say anything.
It takes a pussy ass motherfucker to shoot through a house where they knew there was children in that house.
Go get your man,
you know?
instead of, you know what I'm saying, innocent bystanders. Go get your man.
You know what?
Fuck
to do that to somebody,
That ain't
you know
right.
what? They need to be execution style dead. They don't even need a trial. I wish I knew.
Man.
Because, Mike, you see we got a security system over there now.
Just
Oh,
because
yeah,
of that.
Not just because of that. You know, like what they tell us, they say it's better to be prepared. But
Yep,
my
better
son
have than not
was
to have.
here that day
That
when
night.
they showcased to us. That could have been anybody's child. I tell you
Exactly.
what, there ain't
Innocent
no
bystander
words
could have been.
to tell you how you feel about what happened.
Exactly.
There ain't
Yeah,
no
we know that is, but we also got to look at the target as well.
Yeah.
The target's one.
That was Vennie recording. I don't know what's going on with the notifications. I even posted a video like 15 minutes before this video. I don't know what's up with YouTube not sending things out. I think Vennie hung up. I was going to take his call. I think he hung up, or he called back. He hung up and called back. I guess we'll take his call and we'll end off. Let's see if there's any other stuff, any other video clips. I think that was it for tonight. We made it here almost 3 hours. That's good enough. I guess let me take this if this is him and see, and then we'll call it. 843, how you doing? Where you coming from?
This is me.
Vennie,
I haven't
welcome
been
back.
really watching, but I found the video is like 16 minutes long.
16 minutes.
And maybe hopefully this will shed some light on everything. But I tried to send it to your Facebook, but it's saying that it's 25
Yeah, it's
megabytes
too long.
too big.
Yeah, it's too long. Yeah, you might have
So
to
how do I
use
get it to you?
So you might have to use Google You can use Google Photos. You can upload videos from there, or I mean, I can send you a link after the stream, or you can use Google Drive. I mean, not Google Photos, Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive.
Why? I'm gonna ask you a question. Why is the whole public against me? I mean, I've been bringing facts on everything I've been saying. I don't understand that. It's like they want to condemn, and nobody can dispute. No mother can ever dispute that I was never a good father to my kids. No one. And this is fact. This is truth. So why is the public? They're making it all about me, and it's about my daughter. I don't understand.
So, Vennie, let me ask you this. Let's close up on it. Let me ask you this. What is happening right now with the case as far as law enforcement? Are they doing anything? When was the last time you spoke to them? Are they doing anything?
Okay, so let me say this. I've been in contact. Okay, so I'm in the process of filing a claim against the department. I've been in contact with the AFT. I mean, what's that? The ATF. I've been in contact with ATF. I've been in contact with SLED. I've been in contact with the prosecutors. I've been almost the FBI. I've been calling everybody. The police department is minimizing what their efforts are, what they've been doing, because you know what? I went around that community. I have not questioned everybody in that community, but the majority of people that were in there that I felt that might have information. Okay, and there's been people I hit up in that community that have not been investigated or questioned.
And so,
Okay.
that is something that police have said. I had a video somewhere, but I did take notes. Police have said they believe there's other people. I mean, obviously, I guess there's other people that know what happened with the situation, but they're not speaking up.
because the people outside the community. I mean, the reason why I told you when in the very first interview, but people don't want to listen. You got new people coming in the chat room, and they're clueless of the facts. I don't said everything. Everything I've been saying has been 100% truthful. If it was opinionated, I'd state it. So, people talk about beating around the bush. These people are clueless of facts. They don't know nothing. I'm the one that has all the information. And then if you want to say, I really want to show you that video. I really want to show you that video because this would shut up a lot of people in the chat room. If we can just find a way to get it to you, or maybe I can take off.
Send you this link. I'm gonna send you a link for Google Drive.
Because
I think
while
it's free.
everybody's seeing all this hate stuff that's on there, look, I've been there for my daughter. That's the bottom line. My daughter's dead because of child neglect and child endangerment. It's not about, well, what could I have done better? Or what could I have done different? That's not even the issue. The issue is you should have done something and you didn't. And then also, where was CPS? The mother didn't tell me about any of these incidents, not one. All right? So
when was the last?
Say,
when was the last time you spoke to law enforcement,
I don't
like
understand.
police? When was the last time you spoke to them?
Who?
Like police, law enforcement, the investigators.
Last time today.
Okay. Today.
Hey, I'm always in their face, and it's almost to the point that blackball me. They got me talking to one person, and that particular person has been not very forthcoming, and I got evidence where he wasn't forthcoming.
When was the last time you spoke to the mother,
I've been up
Veronica?
in their face 24/7. Huh?
When was the last time you spoke to Veronica?
I just seen her in court. I seen her.
Oh, okay.
I basically told her, you killed my daughter. That's it. You killed my daughter. That's when we was at court. They dismissed it. I told you that.
What, you told her that, though? In court, you told her that?
Everything.
Oh, you told her that because
Say
you believe
what?
it's one of the boyfriends that are involved or something, right?
Repeat your question, please.
You believe it's one of the boyfriends that might have something to do with this, right?
They were not the shooters. They were the targeted.
Right.
That's a fact.
Right. But there were shots that
They
came
were
inside
targeted.
from inside the house because maybe they were defending themselves or something.
Oh, so I also got forensic on that. So I looked at the glass very closely, and I was able to determine what shots was out of the house. I can even point it out. So I know what shots were fired in and what shots were fired out. And that's fact. So there was only one shot out of that window that came from inside the house. There was only one shot. And the question I have in my brain, why are you only shooting? Now, how's this person be able to grab my daughter and shoot the gun and all that what they claim that happened? That's the reason why I was in that house. The door was open. I got lucky on the humble that the door was open. So I was in there. There's nobody, Tracy Holbrook, what your name is? Yeah. I went in there and I'm doing my own investigation because the law enforcement not telling me anything, And I'm going to say it like this. The law enforcement put a ban. They went and contacted, after they seen that video, right? I shot that video way back in September. Last time was like remember I told you Friday, I think I told you about it in the last video we did, where law enforcement, they served me a no trespass. I think I told you on that last show, right? Yeah, I think so. So they were trying to get me out the way. Because they went out their way to contact, the owner. Now, the owner of the house, there originally was a son that owned the house, but then the son died. So the property went to the father. So the father got rid of, now it's new ownership. Okay. So they try to lie to me and say, well, they contact us. They seem to be, I said, man, that's a bunch of bull. I said, you guys went to them and you asked them to sign, or you let them know that there was an investigation. You try and keep a certain individual away from there. They don't want me doing investigations. They don't want me around there. I don't know. Now, I asked them, is it the reason why, and this is the lies I'm hearing, because I think it's more probable that they don't want me around doing on the investigation is because my name is not on the birth certificate. And I'm doing multiple things. I'm trying to get my name on the birth certificate. Yeah, we know there is, there's so much information I told, as far as we have an idea who the person is. I have a name, but because the person is not brought in front of court, I can't mention the name because it's undergoing investigation. Certain information, I'm not telling all information that I know, So
all right, man.
Say what?
No, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on, Vinny. And sharing your thoughts.
I have. Okay, so and I'm gonna say it like this. The division of I guess I don't know why everybody's. It just seems like I'm spewing here. It's like I'm not gaining any weight. The whole thing is about my daughter trying to find the killers of my daughter.
Right.
And so I'm making my way. Trust me. I'm going to get my name on that birth certificate. Where I got to pull mother back to court, or I got to get an attorney to do that. Okay. And as far as the money, I really want to get this video because it's going to shut up a lot of these viewers, the ones that are saying negative and all this off stuff, talking about fraud and all that stuff. There's a lot of transparency in everything I did. And that's why the GoFundMe, they already tried to shut me down. The mom and all them guys, they all tried to shut me down. If GoFundMe account felt, and they had tried to do it 3 times, if they felt that was fraud, they would have shut me down. Okay? Because I have transparency, you don't see on their GoFundMe, you don't sit there and say, well, the state gives us money. Yeah, the state gives us the victim assessment, but it may change through the course because they don't give money out to individuals who have gun violence that are pertaining to gang members or drug cases. They don't give money for funeral money for that. But I mentioned that on my thing because it's transparency. That's what it's all about. You know, I'm in the police's face constantly, almost every day. You know, sometimes I take a break, but you know, because they tell me the same stuff. You know, so I'm trying to legitimize my claim. That's all.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on.
I'm long-winded, man, but these
I
people
know,
are
it's all
doing
right.
all this stuff, man. So we gotta get facts. We gotta get facts out there. You know,
Right.
if people
You
are
can't.
stealing all these.
I hear you. I mean, maybe I don't know what's like for your position, but you can't let the chat like get you like that. But I mean, I understand it's a touchy, it's a very sensitive subject for you. And you lost your daughter. We'll be in touch. I sent you a link for Google Drive, man. So if it's free, you just make an account. I think it's 15 gigs free. And so you just sign up there with your Gmail account and just upload it. All right, yeah, do that. All right. I'm going to end the stream now because we're already almost at 3 hours, so we've already pushed too much. But thank you so much for coming on, man, and speaking your side.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be in touch, man.
Yeah, this whole thing got flipped upside down, man. Just there's sharks in the water.
All right. All right, man. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I heard you.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man. We'll talk. Reach out to me whenever. All right. Okay. All right. So, man, I don't even know what my thoughts are. This is like so much. First of all, I mean, I knew tonight was probably going to be a little bit of a shit show. Kind of. I mean, I never had that before, like the whole back and forth thing with people calling in. But I think, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to go get a drink. After, like, I'm going to go to the store right now. It's 9:18. I got till 10 p.m., I think. I'm going to go get a drink. I can't lie. And it's not a funny situation at all, you know, but it's just like, it's just so crazy, you know, the situations that people are in, kids are in. I mean, we're all in stuff, right? I mean, that's why I try to not deal with the drama stuff. And I mean, I just think of things that I've been through and things that I've seen people go through, and friends call me. And when things happen between the parents, you know, when people are arguing, you know, there's fights and all this stuff going on. And in this case, she's dead and deceased. And the parents still are just having these issues. And it's just a child that's like always suffering, right? Always. It's a shame. And even with the other call, you know, whether it's true or not, these are allegations that person made. But it's just like I mean, I'm not going to take it further or deeper, but it's just like almost a deeper conversation of all these kids or families, broken families and stuff like that, right? You know, Vennie definitely is long-winded. He told me that when we first spoke on the phone the first time. And so, you know, I think he just needs somebody to kind of bring him in a little bit. And I'm kind of long-winded too sometimes. And he doesn't do social media. I get it. He doesn't do social media. So it's very easy to lose people's attention. You know, people, after a couple of lines, people are just ready kind of over it, you know? And I'm out of water. I had a whole like big cup of thing. But I mean, to be fair, he's the most active person that I've seen. You know, I mean, I haven't seen his personal Facebook, but I've seen the account made for his daughter. And I mean, to look at some of these other people's Facebooks on different stories, you look at their accounts and it's a completely different stories. People out in the club, people partying. One of the people I was supposed to talk to, I'm not going to say names or whatever, I go to look at this person's Facebook and it's like all this other different stuff. And it was kind of like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say how people will react and grieve, especially on YouTube. I know a lot of times people look at somebody, whether they're crying or not, as if some sort of validation. And I have a whole lot of opinions on this story, but I'm going to be respectful because, you know, we just want to get more people to talk. I don't want to shut people out. Sure, react on account. Thanks. appreciate you guys in the comments. The savage people too, man. Hey. Your voice is so calming. Is it really? I'm surprised. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I can calm you down. I'm pretty beat, but if I don't know. We got to do a late night stream one of these nights. I don't know what tonight or not, but we got to do a late night one of these nights, like the other afternoon where we just kind of have fun and watch some videos. Oh, when I was going to talk about like, well, there's some people. I mean, we've seen so many videos. Malia Bass, Crystal Jackson, Evelyn, Megan Boswell. I mean, there's a list. I need to make a note section in my Windows 10 notepad. See, I got my notepad here. That's just one section. I had to start another one, notebook 2, start taking notes. But I am going to start a list of people that are frauding, with their emotions. I'm not saying this guy is at all, but I'm just talking about the previous stories. He was on another channel too. I can't sit and watch somebody else. I don't watch other people that do the genre that I do. I really can't. I just on my off time I watch people that cover different types of genres. I don't watch the same. I can't watch death all day long, and on my off time watch death. I don't really even like to watch people that cover the stories that I do. It just doesn't make much sense to me. To me, it's like that time I'm spending watching somebody is time I should be spending researching and making my own videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna spend time watching somebody that's doing what I'm doing. Y'all wonder all you want. I don't care. Damn, Vennie's still in the chat, man. Vennie's going off. Really? I don't think I've ever heard that before, the whole voice calming thing. Maybe it's because I'm tired and hungry. True. Thanks, Danielle. True that. But I'm going to end it. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on all the notifications. You got to hit the bell. And then, because by default, you don't get all the notifications. So you hit the bell, hit all notifications. Follow me on Facebook. And yeah. Thanks. Anon. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Vennie. I hope you chill out tonight and try to, I don't know. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Peace.